Heard whistling. Not to start off
Is a psyop?
rabbit hole, but I heard whistling conjures up the devil.
Oh shit!
I've stopped
That's my
whistling.
problem.
I've stopped whistling.
Because he likes to get catcalled, that's why.
Well, think about it. Like you play the flute to conjure the snake or the cobra, right? So snake. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
I'm the
What's
black
up?
sheep, real black sheep.
It's a cool song. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the cave. It's the caveman. It's Charizi. We got Proper, Abra, ASM, the chef, and Bernie. I call him Bernie. It's Feel the Burn Zach. And before we get started, make sure you guys check out safelightcandles.com. If you need lighting for your home, your workspace, or your studio, check out safelightcandle.com. Also, if you want to enjoy exclusive content from the cave, get access to our Discord community filled with crazy ass people like you and me 24/7 because I don't sleep, and get some free giveaways from the Cave Mart, then check out our website. Patreon page should be on there. That's k4v3.com, cave.com. What's up, everybody? Caveman episode. We made it to another season. What's up?
New season.
New season. Jeez.
With cackalacking, yo.
What's going on? Just
Much, man.
there are a lot of crazy
Seattle, that's all.
current events, like we said before going live. I want to kind of start on a light note, but last season when we started, the Miami aliens came out. The people came out of the tunnels, which, if you think about it, they didn't even investigate those tunnels. They just they just sealed it up, right? They just cemented it up real quick. No investigation.
Like
Kinda
Jesus' tomb.
Kind of
Just like
sucks.
going to Epstein's list.
And then now this season, we were talking. We got Kate Middleton and the apparent death of a whistleblower with Bowen. I don't know much.
Yeah,
about
that's
all
messed
that.
up. Jeez.
Yeah, what's going on with that? And the TikTok ban. That's something we could talk about too, because there's only two things I know that the U.S. government, or that the whole world unanimously agrees on, and that's Antarctica and TikTok.
That's solid.
Where do you guys want to start?
You know what? I don't have much time, so let's talk Boeing and let's talk a little aviation.
Yeah, that's your specialty. So, what you got about that?
So recently, this week and probably late in the weekend, it was released that a whistleblower from Boeing was found dead from an apparent suicide. Suicide, probably not. He was a whistleblower, and especially right now with a lot of the shit that Boeing's been getting because of the Alaskan flight where the door popped off, and then also now with multiple United Airline flights where an engine caught fire.
I saw the video of that was crazy.
There was an engine that caught fire. There was some other stuff too, along with, I guess, earlier this week to a flight for this airline called LATAM. It was in New Zealand, but I think this one had to do with more turbulence and probably wind shear. Wind shear means like it's just air going down, which causes like a nosedive down.
Do they call that air pockets sometimes?
Yeah, the turbulence is pretty much air pockets. It's just pockets where when you go in, it's just like, think of it's like hitting a pothole, but it's air. And so that's why it's
Nice.
And so but yeah, so it's just kind of sus what's been going on. That's all I know. It's not like I really looked into the story, but I mean, obviously anything that sounds fishy about a whistleblower dying from suicide, it's just, and again, especially with all the negative feedback and negative press that Boeing has been getting these past couple months, it's just ringing a bell of like, yo, this guy did not kill himself.
This is the video of the engine catching fire shortly after takeoff. Can you imagine getting a window seat and seeing that? Fuck
No.
Fuck no.
I'm going to epileptic shock, dog.
For real, bro.
Right.
Is there
Yeah,
a rape
on the
going
real.
outside?
But
Jeez. Is that Iron Man? God damn.
to be fair, this isn't so much Boeing; it's more of maintenance. And I hate to say it, but on the airline's part. So they probably weren't keeping up with the maintenance. They weren't doing their inspections like they should. And so things like that, because I mean, if it comes right off the line and it's a brand new, like the one with Alaskan, where the door popped off, that was a brand new aircraft, like barely a month in. Okay, yeah, blame that on Boeing. But if you've had the aircraft for years and years and years, I would say that falls more on maintenance.
Man, are you guys afraid of flying? You guys have like a low key fear of get nervous a little bit?
You were in the
Not
air
really. Yeah.
Oh, you're in there.
That doesn't mean I flew fucking planes though. I was a cop. No, so as I've gotten older, I just kind of have this mindset now of like, fuck, dude. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So,
Yeah.
it helps me get through a lot of like anxiety, or anxious situations that I've been in. And I actually learned that from the military because we were like forced in boot camp to do shit, and you gotta just get the job done. And so like being able to just kind of put my mindset into like if I fail, I fail. If I die, I die. Whatever, it is what it is.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
so it like lets me like I used to have a big fear of Supreme Scream at knots, and now shit's no problem, dude. So flying when I was younger was a big deal because I was always scarred by Final Destination.
my
So I got over that shit quick. But yeah, dude, this plane stuff is pretty crazy. Hey, Danny, how many Boeings does Southwest have?
A lot. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
We don't have any Airbus. All the Airbus
Okay.
planes are dope as fuck. But other than that, all our entire fleet is our Boeing. But they range from the older 700s, which even though they're old planes, they're very reliable. The 700s. Then we have 800s those came out. We got them about 10 to 15 years ago, and then now our most recent ones, they're Max 8s, not Max 9s like Alaska. They're Max 8s.
Who has the newest state of the art plane? Which airline is like the bougiest one right now?
Alaska has the Max 9s for the Boeings.
Mhm.
I will say my company, we were in line to get Max 7s, which is it's a new model, but it's just a smaller compared to like the Max 9s.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're slowing down the production. I shouldn't be.
Is Boeing
Yeah.
is Boeing the only company that's manufacturing airplanes, or do they have any competition?
No, the competition is Airbus, which is a German company. Airbus they make planes for Spirit. Spirit has Airbus.
Hell yeah.
Allegiant, and just different airlines. But Boeing is the American one. Boeing's the American company. So those are the main two manufacturers.
Interesting. Well, you know what, Nike? Just give them Air Max, bro. Like what an L, bro. No, would we be at Air Max 9? Come on, man.
Could you imagine a plane looking like a Jordan, like flying across the country? It's fucking wild, dude.
Air
Black
Jordan,
plane, man. I don't want to ride this whack ass plane.
Michael Jordan's the pilot, the captain.
Done with the 90s.
Well, wouldn't that kind of look like the Greek? I think it's a Greek god, but it's a pair of shoes with the wings on it.
Wings on
Oh
it?
yeah, that's
weird.
Hermes.
That's
right?
Hermes, yeah.
Hermes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You got the Hermes. You throw a little fucking Nike logo on that bitch.
Hey,
Send it.
Yeah, but that thing wouldn't be able to turn left though,
That's Goodyear blimp, bro.
because Jordan
be
can't go
doing some-
left. You know.
It'll be doing some Nemo shit. It'll only be going right. There we go.
Patent pending for Nike, probably.
Fucking right turning plane only.
But yeah, bro, Zach, that perspective of just like, fuck it, this is it, man. Like how After adopting that mindset, how often have you been there? Like, this is it. Fuck it.
So, I think it kind of ties in with like conspiracies and stuff like that. Like, there's, I've been showing videos of everyone buying water. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this. Like, people are trying to stock up on water, and like filtration systems. And I guess there's something with this eclipse coming up that's like freaking people out. Even with like COVID too, it's just like, I mean, it just kind of helps me get through like the why question that I always ask, that like it makes me go down like a rabbit hole. It's just like, if you know what, I'm not gonna stress over this anymore. If it's my time, it's my time. If this is God's plan, it's God's plan. So I'm gonna let go. You know.
You guys,
Amen.
guys.
But it is a little bit weird, though. It is a little bit weird. I just seen a little video of like some eclipse preparedness sheets, and you know, I'm not really buying into it, but I do find it weird. Like, it would be one thing if it was like a conspiracy theorist, such as some of us, to be like, oh my God, like shit's about to hit the fan. It's going to get crazy. It's going to be wild. And so, and I had the control, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to shut down schools. We're going to be shutting down businesses.
Mm-hmm.
But like, for the local government to be doing such is a little bit odd to me. It's a little bit odd to me, and I'm not giving it too much credence. But in the same breath, yeah, dude, it's a little fucking weird, man. It's a little weird. They're talking about stocking up for like a week's worth of food. Make sure you have batteries, and have batteries for your batteries in case your batteries run out. You know, put a large case of ice in or a large bag of ice in your freezer. So it is a little not awkward, but it's a little weird. And then you see the path of where the eclipse supposedly is going to be happening. So I don't know. I wouldn't give it too much. I can't even say that, but I'll pay attention, and I'm curious. I'll pay attention and see what happens. I'm curious.
Yeah, like I personally, I'm, obviously living in California, we get a lot of earthquakes. I'm actually more worried about a fucking earthquake, and have been like if I'm thinking of imminent danger for me, of something that's like tangible that I feel like could happen, it's that San Andreas fault splitting, dude, and that could happen. I feel like at any second. So like living with that too is kind of, I guess, like callous the way I look at stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's well overdue too, according to scientists, right? I give them
seismologists.
There you go, seismologist. It's well overdue for the San Andreas fault to fucking shit the bed.
No, low key, I'm more afraid of a fucking earthquake than me dying in a plane crash.
Dude.
You're more likely. It's more likely for that to happen than for you to die in a plane crash. And so, although let me give a quick story where one time we were taking off, and so just so all of you know, and whoever's watching too, if you're ever flying in a plane and you hear the 4 chimes where it goes dun 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 dun, that means shit's going down.
No.
Wait. That was not 4 chimes. So like, can you?
Yeah.
Is it made it 4 sequences of chimes?
4 sequences of chimes. There you go.
So dung dung is 1, or dung dung is 1.
Like dung dung is 1.
Okay.
So if you hear that 4 times in a row,
that's like running lines in like basketball. Like there and back is 1.
So it's like it's to signal the people that know, like, hey, get ready.
No, because what that means is that either we the captain is calling us and letting like that's like, okay, you got to answer the phone right now.
Shit.
So that means shit's going down. If he calls, like if it's just 2 dings, it's like, all right, well, let me finish giving out these drinks and then I'll go get the phone. 3 is like
it's by severity. It's like yellow or red, kind of.
It's like Defcon.
Exactly, green, yellow type kind of. Yeah, exactly. Red. Blue, 4 chimes is red. Like, yo, we just gotta get going. Anyway, so on a flight, we were taking off, and then we were instructed like, "Yo, don't get
tap.
up."
Don't tap.
My bad.
Okay.
We were instructed to stay seated, like meaning like once we get up to a certain altitude, don't get up and do the service. Just remain seated. I'll let you know when it's safe to get up. And we're like, all right. And yeah, as we're going up, we're gonna pass 10,000 feet because we're gonna pass 10,000 feet, which is the end of what they call sterile flight deck, and that's a whole different mission. But yeah, we hear four of those chimes. So I'm in the front, like I'm the main flight attendant, the one that does everything, like and then when I hear it, dun 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 dun, dun, me and the flight attendant sitting next to me, we just like look at each other, like, and then I look, and then there's a passenger, which was he was a law enforcement officer.
Okay.
And he was sitting in the very front, and he had his sunglasses on, like wanting to sleep. Dude looks over at me. What's going on? And then I'm like, okay. And then so I answer the phone, and then all it is the
hello.
Hey, you can get up and do your service and da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, and then hang up. And then so later on, like maybe 2 minutes later, is when I find out that the flight attendant in the back was calling at the same time as the captain was calling. So 2 times. So when the captain called, it was dun 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 dun, and then at the same time the one in the back called. So that's what made it 4 chimes.
What the fuck?
We gotta fix that.
When I was on the phone, so I looked at the passenger that was looking at us, and then I was just like, no, we're good. He's like,
Damn, dude.
That's a huge sigh of relief.
We're all good, dude. We're all good.
Arms are sweating already. We're good.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's funny.
And just so you guys know, like sterile flight deck means it's like, for the first 10,000 feet, there's no communication whatsoever between, I guess you could call it, the cockpit and everyone else.
Cockpit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Flight deck, if you want to be PC. And so,
hell no, this is a comedy pod, bro. It's cockpit.
Politics are against the word cockpit.
Right. But there's no communication there, meaning like we need to let them do their thing, and that's that. Like, so
has there been? First, I have a lot of questions. First of all, do you guys? Why don't you guys have earpieces just so you guys can talk?
No, because it's the phone, the little phone that's
okay.
there.
Why don't you guys have earpieces?
Because in case what if a chime goes off with the passenger in emergency? Because that's the thing. A lot of people think, flight attendants, all you do is serve drinks. Like, yeah, it's true. But the main reason why we're there is we're your first responders.
Yeah.
Like we're trained for CPR. We're trained how to use the AEDs. We're trained how to put out fires. We're trained how to
close quarter combat.
We're trained how to
operate a gun.
Yeah, bro. Like
judo.
Hey, about it. I'm like, hey, if shit goes down, I'm going out fighting, bro. If it means I get the fucking coffee pot and I just throw hot.
Yeah, right. No, you're right, bro. Like they always tell you not to be the hero, but goddamn it, if I'm I'm gonna do some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I don't understand how United 93 didn't happen on all those other flights too. Like you're in a fucking plane, like you got to act. Like you can't just sit there and let these dudes with box cutters threaten you. Who cares?
Bro,
yeah, dude. If there's like X amount of men, like you're not a fucking man, bro. In my opinion, you're not a fucking man until you unbuckle your shit. And I don't give a fuck how big you are, and you get up and fucking do some work. You take flight, like literally take flight, like immediately. There's kids and children. No, dude, unbuckle, dude. You use your straw, your cup. Hey, dude, you've seen in a Twister, bro. straw can go through a telephone pole, bro. You got this. Do some Naruto shit. You got this.
Anything becomes a
Some
weapon.
Dragon Ball Z shit.
For real. For
Just
real.
saying.
Nah, yeah. I'm gonna go out. I'm going out swinging, bro. Ain't nobody gonna get this plane down.
I want to be on this guy's flights from now on.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, look
Hey.
at those guns, bro.
I don't know.
How do you
Look
get
at
on-
this
Fly
how
guy.
do you get on a plane like
SWAs.
that? How do you get on
Flex,
the plane?
I'll do your
Jeez.
signal, bro.
He's been watching
You're
Naruto,
Disco Inferno.
bro.
Disco Inferno.
Or low.
Disco Inferno.
Hold on.
Yeah, straight up though, like I feel it too. Wait,
that
we got to
working?
get this on full screen
Come
just because
on,
I don't
work.
think it's gonna work.
It's not working.
Folks, if you haven't,
That's gonna be a gift, bro, for sure. Oh no,
I'm
he's
fucking dying, bro.
Dance bending.
disco lighting happening, folks, but it's not working right now, and I apologize on behalf.
It's
This was in the budget. We were supposed to be able to use this for Danny, and it's not working.
Yeah.
he ran out of free trials. You gotta
Damn it.
Yeah, to do what?
Wasted them on the pre-show.
Disco light.
wasted on the free show. But in that case, though, going back to the situation, don't be a hero. I feel like more often than not, the people, wreaking havoc are nervous too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
100%.
So if you stand up and you put your foot down, they probably didn't account for that. So they're more nervous, which kind of makes them more dangerous, but more vulnerable as well.
They can't
So,
stand
I
think it definitely set a precedent. I think it definitely set a precedent for that flight, because people, like, obviously the plan. I'm gonna air quote the dog shit out of this one because there's a lot I can pick this one apart. But
We're a comedy pod.
oh shit, never mind. We're good.
No,
But
it's all
with
jokes,
that
bro.
means that's all I got is jokes, dude.
Jokes.
That's right.
But yeah, like I think after that flight had happened, like I think it spread word to the terrorist, and like they're like, bro, these dudes didn't do a fucking thing. Like, you're good. Just trust me, you got this.
Straight up.
And I'm really hoping that after that incident, that a lot of people woke up, and I think a lot of people did wake up, because I know there's a lot of people that then signed up for the military that wasn't going to sign up for the military.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think now I would like to think that it would be a different story when it comes to that. And yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
a fucked one.
So much shit have changed. I mean, this is stuff that they taught us, but like 9/11 changed a lot of things. But see, we could totally fall into the rabbit hole, but let's not do that. But security changed. Ever since then is when they started taking shoes off at the airport. Well, no, not that. It was a different event. It was a shoe bomber that caused people to take their shoes off.
They cop a feel now.
They can cop a feel, like if you keep going through the metal detector and it keeps, like, you pretty much took everything off, they can pat you down now too.
Put those gloves on, dog.
Yeah, bro.
You have anything in your undergarments, sir?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. You're gonna find out anyways.
Yeah. It's nothing to
Why don't
really.
you come over here and find out?
Yeah, but things really 9/11 changed a lot of things. Like before, there wasn't a door between the cockpit and the cabin. It was just wide open. Like you could just look. Yeah, things.
I
really-
used to fly. I actually used to fly, man. So I was born in Northern California, raised for the most part in Southern California, and my parents split. So I would fly by myself, and I used to have to wear, and I always fly SWA. Let me make that really fucking clear. SWA all day. Just saying. But I used to have to wear. Seriously, gotta get away. I fly SWA because I gotta get away.
Oh, bar.
Just saying. But yeah, I used to have to wear like a little.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little note card inside of a packet, and I used to be able to go and pass out peanuts. I would also be able to go out and meet both of the pilots,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that ended I almost want to say it ended prior to 9/11, but I could be wrong. It might have been because I was at an age where they weren't letting me do that. They were letting all the other kids do that. But yeah.
No, I'll say we still do that. I like today. I had a little kid. Same thing like you said. I had his little card and everything, and
Yep.
I'm the one that took care of him. He was a cool little guy. And no, but then sometimes there'll be kids that come in, and then when the line stops, I'm like, oh look, that's where the pilots sit, and then especially boys, they're all like, oh, that's so cool, and then
Just getting head from a stewardess.
like, hey, like, come here, sit down. Like they'll get out of their seat, they'll let the kids sit right there, and the parents are all taking pictures and everything. So
That's cool.
It's cool because it makes me feel like, damn, I just brightened up this kid's day. Like,
You did. You definitely did.
So
You inspired them to be pilots so that they can look over the horizon and realize the Earth is fucking flat.
Yikes.
When it's that low, you got to go higher, bro.
So is this like a future stewardess program, like a future law enforcement program type thing, where you have like someone shadow you on the flight?
Yeah, how do you get that pass?
For what again?
For what you're talking about, like, is this like a future flying program or something for these kids to get experience as a stewardess?
Oh no, it's just they're traveling just without an adult, and so
Okay.
So then we just, instead of the kid just sitting there and, we try to like, hey, do you want to do this or do you want to do that? And, just let them have fun, because obviously they're flying by themselves. They could be nervous or scared, but we're just there to like help ease that tension, ease those nerves, and like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
We're taking care of you. It's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Interesting. Well, going back to the eclipse, and even I feel like any disaster, I feel like the real threats that we should really worry about, we don't know about, and the medium-sized threats is the one that's really all over news and on the headlines, because there are a lot of times where there are asteroids that pass by the Earth that we didn't even hear about.
I was just thinking about that.
You know what I mean? And then the asteroids that they are reporting, I feel like they weren't as close as the ones we don't hear about. You know what I mean? So I feel like if there's something going on and you see the people prepping for it that are like the elites, quote unquote, and it's not really being reported on the news, and I feel like that's more sus than something that's really being echoed in the echo chamber. You know what I mean?
Fucking young bucks, man. Those the elites, bro. Fuck.
Wish I had that bunk.
Crazy stuff. But yeah,
Rainmaker.
Bender said the Malaysia flight, is it the MH flight 17?
Yeah.
Flight 17. It was shot down
Didn't
in
they-
What
Russia?
Didn't they find more evidence on that right now? I feel like it's resurfacing all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was like shot down by a missile.
That was
Hey,
the
what
one that
happened with that?
disappeared, right?
No,
That was the one
no,
that disappeared?
No, the one that disappeared was something else. MH17 was shot down.
So this is
No,
recent.
Malaysia Airlines is the one that disappeared. You're probably thinking of the one in Iran that got shot down.
No,
they're-
Malaysia Airlines
they-
Flight 17 was shot down. Look it up. Watch. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
Dude,
shot
no
down,
one
Russian
knows,
controlled.
bro.
Huh?
Dude, so that
Oh,
that's weird though. That's weird though, because I've heard both. I'm looking at right now. What I'm looking at is Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 was shot down by Russian controlled forces. But I have also heard that Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 also like disappeared.
Mhm.
And whether or not one or the other is true, I think they went to a base called what is it, Diego Garcia,
Ooh,
where they do a
cooking.
bunch of weird shit over there. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but I am seeing with my own two eyes right here. But again, I'm Googling this bitch, so take it with a grain of salt.
Is this that Malaysia flight that had a documentary and nobody knows where it went?
I
Yeah.
think
I'm
so,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
Oh, okay.
it feels like that Excel file I just saved the other day and I couldn't find it today.
It's in the recycle.
But now they're blaming it on Russia. I mean, I don't know how new that this Russia news is improper. I'm not saying at all you're fucking wrong, because I don't know. But what I remember is
Oh,
it
I'm just saying
disappeared.
what I've read and what
Yeah,
they're reporting,
yeah.
obviously. But I mean,
That timing would be impeccable.
and then the debris
Yeah.
that they found, I forgot where the guy who was like trying to call conspiracy on it, like there was a guy out there who actually goes hunting for the debris.
Yeah.
And they found debris of like wreckages and like it's all scattered. So he found pieces, and when he started finding them, they started keeping him out, and that was like the weird part to him. He's like, "Why are they keeping me out?" Obviously, reasons are probably because they don't want him to like, walk away with anything that they need to investigate. But, yeah. So apparently, the wreckage or the debris shows like it was destroyed. Or another one that I read was the pilot fucking just ran it down. Like he said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, that
Damn.
seems to be
So-
the more believable theory, because
Mhm.
what happened was when they were investigating, they went to his house and saw the history of the simulator,
Mhm.
meaning like how he pretty much a flight simulator, and he many times like he did simulations of just flying over the ocean for like ever. Forever and ever.
Damn.
Yeah.
Playing Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That easily
Yeah.
could have been fabricated, though. Like if I go somewhere and I just like, hey, put this fucking video game there, and then we'll just
And
pin
he
it
was
on
going
that.
through like
Just
family
saying.
problems with like a divorce and all this shit. So it's like he's like probably like, fuck it, I'm gonna die. Just take the life.
God damn, that's selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy. But if you so Malaysian flight 17, right, is down by Russian people. Where do you think it was found? Where do you think the debris was found? Ukraine. Come on.
Was it
Come on.
really?
That's what I'm reading here, yeah. Malaysia Airlines jet downed in Ukraine.
Oh.
That's convenient.
Flight 17. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the timing is impeccable on all this.
Yeah, it really is.
That's election season coming up, right?
Oh, is it?
Oh,
I think it might
Yeah.
be.
wow! What
I
a
like-
coincidence that is.
I like the Diego Garcia theory better.
Dude,
That's just
The
That is
wilder, the better for you.
yeah, for me.
that base in general
That's what I'm
topic
saying,
maybe
man.
for another discussion needs to be had. Diego Garcia, there's some wild shit that I've heard,
Mhm.
not personally, but I've heard, whether it's true or not, but weird shit, dude. Diego Garcia.
There are a lot of islands that are kind of Area 51 like, like
Skull
the,
Island.
Plum Island, Skull Island, Diego Garcia.
Oak Is it Oak Island?
I haven't heard of Oak Island.
There's
I've
a
heard
show
Oak
on
Island.
like History Channel, Oak Island.
Oh
something like
yeah,
that.
Oak Island, the hidden treasure, right?
Yes, there you go. Yep,
Yeah.
Oak Island. Okay.
Yeah, look at this.
It looks like a nice vacation spot. This Diego Garcia. I'm looking it up on Wikipedia right now.
I thought it was somebody like was it like a conquistador or Spanish explorer from back in the day
Had to be.
named after him, or what?
Any relation to you?
Yeah, man.
My great.
Oh, this is like a Stanley Yelnats situation.
He hated unbelievers. I love him.
Imagine, Danny, you fly over Diego Garcia base and you're just fucking tractor beamed over there, and it's just like
Idolize. They're like, we've been waiting for you, Danny. Welcome back.
Oh my god, kind of accent.
Yeah, Unfortunately, I'm looking up on Airbnb, dude. There's nothing over at Diego Garcia, dude. So
Nothing available.
don't waste your time.
Guy's got 3 stars.
No vacancies.
What about Verbo?
Yeah, Verbo. You can call somebody.
That's next on my list.
Whatever app is associated with Russia, use that one.
It sounds like a cave party to me, dude. Let's go.
Yeah. Fuck Turks and Caicos. We're going to Diego Garcia.
Diego
The
Garcia.
sunniest vacation.
I'm not working, dude.
Diego
Yeah,
The name alone is great
The
marketing.
disco
Great
lights
marketing
are
for a vacation.
Good God.
That's hilarious, man. Hey,
I
speaking
pray for
of,
times like these.
since we're up in the air right now, talking about aviation and all that. I just saw that Dragonfire direct energy weapon. Did you guys see videos of that?
I feel like I've seen a thumbnail of that. Was that from UK or something?
I don't know, but now there's a name for the direct energy weapon that we can pin it on now. So now it's not a myth or a conspiracy theory anymore. It's an actual branded weapon, right? Dragon. Let me see if I can find it.
Is this in relation to the Hawaii stuff?
Could be, man.
Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
Possibly also like Chile, the Northern Californias back in 2017. I think it all kind of.
Dragonfire is a British laser direct energy weapon, LDEW. It was first unveiled to the public in 2017. So if anything happened prior or after 2 years range, I feel like you could probably pin it on this as a suspect. You know what I mean? The weapon was first shown publicly at the 2017 DSEI conference in London. But look at this fucking picture, bro. That's a Death Star.
Bro, that's not a
Dragonfire.
That's a dragonfly, like the little toys I used to play with. So someone must have fucking.
Those are so stupid. Those fucking toys.
Bro, those are the ones you used to like. It was like on like a spinner, and it would fly straight up in the air. Bro, those were girl toys, dude. What are you doing?
They were girl toys. No, there was
Come on, those are fairies, dude.
The Dragonfly was a rebrand for the male male demographic.
That's right. That way we could get involved without feeling bad.
They banned those, by the way. They make them now, but they make them different. Those were fucking banned toys. They banned them motherfuckers because they were fucking poking eyeballs out.
For real?
If you were ridiculous and didn't know how to use them,
There were times when I pulled back and I would hit my eye, though.
You would, bro.
Come on, lasers.
Come on.
Mom, my fucking eye, Mom, my eye. She's like, just spray some Windex on it. You'll be fine.
Throw that fern gully shit in the trash. I told you, don't play with that. It's dangerous.
We use Vicks.
Yo, I had this big ass one, bro. It was fucking dope, man.
Fern gully, dude.
Fern gully. Throwback.
Fuck.
Fern Gully. That was a good movie.
Dude,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get my daughter to watch that. She won't watch it. It looks too scary. No, she said it looks too scary.
That shit was a fever dream.
Okay.
My memory of that was a fever dream.
Beginning is scary when they're cutting all the wood and everything.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, when they catch the animals and all that.
Yeah.
That's scary for little kids.
You know what other movie was a trip that I just recently saw a trailer of that I wanted to watch? Do you guys remember Pagemaster?
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man, that is a trip. I was gonna say they should make a live action, but it's
that's what I was just about to say. I was already calling it live action.
They'll fuck it up. It's good how it is.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Yeah.
That shit's scary as it's
a good one too, though. Pagemaster, bro.
Fucking dog goes to hell, man. It's scary.
That movie, it literally took you to like different worlds and like just your imagination. Oh man, like as a kid, it was awesome. And
yeah, I'm adding that shit to the roto right now, dude. Pagemaster.
I'm gonna find
out. Watch Fern Gully. Put on Pagemaster.
Yeah, fuck, my son might like that shit too. He's still young enough to be impressionable.
It's like, look, Macaulay Culkin, right? As a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Hey, fuck, what was the other one? Brave Little Toaster. Y'all remember that one? Classic.
The Iron Giant is great.
I was about to say, yeah, Iron Giant.
That's crazy.
I saw it for the first time a month ago, man. It was pretty crazy, yeah. I saw what's it called? I saw fucking Ready Player One. I had her watch it again since we've been talking about it.
You didn't like it, Danny?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
You know they
that's better.
want to make.
That's what I thought you said.
They want to make the sequel Ready Player 2, but
Spielberg's
like he doesn't want to go through the process of getting all those licenses again because he said it was fucking. That took forever to even get the movie made, just to get all those licenses, licenses. And he said it takes too much fucking time, and he doesn't know. And that's the only reason why he doesn't want to do the second one.
You know,
That's
there's a hack for
unfortunate.
that. There's a hack for that. Just call it a Fortnite movie because they already have the license for all that. You know what I mean?
Or
mean,
just get the license for like three
Fucking
more
genius.
movies, and then you're set. Take all that time, but you're all right. We're good for 2 more after this.
I don't know.
Bro, that Kanye shit was funny though, Andrew.
Ready Player One was okay. I did rewatch it. It was pretty good. I felt like I was just disappointed watching it for the first time because it had such a high peak, like that.
Watch it a second time.
That racing game and the Shining scene.
Mm-hmm.
Even the battle at the end with the Iron Giant. That's why I had to watch Iron Giant because it's like, okay, I need to see how powerful it was.
When Jermaine said Ready Player 2, I just thought of Metal Gear Solid, and then when you had to fight that boss and you had to change the controller.
Yeah, you had to go. What was it? Boss's
didn't do
name? Because
that.
I was talking about that with
Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis. There you go.
Look at that.
You got to put
Jeez.
controller in player 2, so it can't.
Like, who would think that?
Freeze.
You know? You have to actually read that in the strategy guide.
Well,
Yeah, that was
Kojima-
before the internet.
Kojima-
dog.
shout out to
Old ass
Kojima.
hacks before the internet. Let's go.
Tricks magazine.
Yeah. You got my cheat codes out the magazine.
God.
Yo,
Yes.
that was the struggle. We didn't have internet and we didn't have phones to take a picture of it. Like, you either had to memorize it or fucking write that shit down at
Hey,
or the grocery
dude.
store.
Yeah.
Oh, I take a piece of paper and write all the cheat codes.
Hey, bro, do y'all remember the demos that used to drop with Pizza Hut for like PlayStations and shit?
Oh, shit. Jet
Yeah.
Moto.
Fire. Yes. The best. Those are the best.
For real. Those were done. And then
God, get me all
PS4
nostalgic right now.
out, they would mail you a demo like every few months too.
Man.
Yep.
I remember those. And then I would go to the grocery store and just steal the demos out of the, because remember they would have it there.
In the back of a
Like-
magazine.
The magazine,
Oh, you
had,
doing
like, a
that?
plastic bag, and then like
Oh,
you could just open it and take it because that's what
That's why I
everyone
can
was
never
fucking
find that
doing.
And the free
That's
pizza
fine.
rating points.
That's why I can never find that shit. It's all your fault, proper.
Guilty as charged.
Hey, you're
It's
too slow.
Oh,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Too
yeah,
slow.
remedial, dog. That's why I was in the slow class.
When the internet came out, then I would fucking print out the strategy guide and be all fucking thick. Like, all right, let's go.
Oh my goodness, right?
dude.
Nope.
Oh,
Like,
man.
And then
Flip
the
through
Cheat
the page.
CC magazines. Those were
cheatcc.com, baby. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go. And they had the magazines. Let's go.
Yep.
Game Facts? Were you guys on
Game facts.
Yeah,
Yes.
Game Facts.
Yeah.
There
I
was
on-
one more though. There was one more.
I was on
And I
Game.
forgot the name of it.
Game
Is
Is
Informer.
that Game Genie?
Yeah. Yes.
I think Game
Something Genie, right?
Yes.
Some,
and then
you would like put it in your cartridge, then you put the game into it, or
you talking
something
about
like
Game
that.
Game
Shark.
Shark.
Game Shark.
Game Shark.
Oh, it's Game Shark. There you go.
Jeez.
Game Genie was a different one. Though. There was a game.
I remember using Game Shark for Earthworm Jim at one of my
dude,
friends' house back in the day.
Zach, you shut your filthy little mouth right now.
Why? What's wrong with that?
No, that game is dope as fuck. Did you guys ever play Worms?
Yes,
Oh,
Worms.
dope. Yeah.
No.
Let's go. Earthworm Jim, get the fuck out of here with that.
Earthworm Jim.
What a
The
dope
one
game,
that
dude.
reminds me of Earthworm Jim. I played it like when my friends would come over, they'd bring their Earthworm, but I didn't have it. But there was this one game that was similar to it. It was called B.O.B. or Bob, and you were like this,
fuck, what was that called?
you're like this little robot, and then you're like kind of like Mega Man. Like one arm was the gun, but they had like different weapons, and yeah,
Yep,
it just
I remember that.
It was dope as fuck too.
Damn, that's way.
It was like
I don't
Mega
think I
Man
ever
and
played
Gumby had a kid.
Something
Okay.
that one,
Bob.
yeah,
Let's go.
that one was dope as fuck.
What
man.
was this shit? Was this a playthrough?
Yeah, just a playthrough. Dude, I be watching playthrough sometimes. It's therapeutic.
Now,
Hey, did you guys ever play
Playthrough for that.
Medieval?
Medieval
Yeah, I
was
did.
too. Yeah,
On PlayStation?
yeah.
That shit was what like helped me and my dad bond because he didn't like me playing video games, but he got a hold of that game and he was like, "Oh, we're playing this," and we played that shit front to
funny.
back.
Because my dad, his favorite was fucking Army Men. Remember that shit? The plastic.
Yes.
My dad,
Yes.
My dad wasn't crazy about video games too, and then when he started playing Army Men, and then he
Sergeant
started
Heroes.
playing Siphon Filter,
Heroes.
and then he was
that's
like,
my
"Holy
shit, dog.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Max Payne, bro.
Max
Apple
Payne
Jerry's
was the
OG.
shit, bro. Max Payne was the shit. Yo, if you ever
Sweet
really
Jerry.
played Max Payne, if you ever really played Max Payne, that story goes deep.
It's
dog.
That's the only Xbox game I ever played.
that
all the
movie
way
fucking
through.
sucked though. That movie
It
fucking
did.
sucked."
1, 2,
Agreed.
3 games.
It's Mark Wahlberg, okay?
Yeah,
Mark Wahlberg.
I remember like playing, you know, Max Payne, that nightmare sequence where you're following that trail of blood and you just hear the baby crying. That shit always
that
like,
was
freaked
Yeah.
me out.
God, dark.
You go in the
Trail of Blood,
bedroom and all the everyone's murdered.
Try my best,
Everyone's
okay?
murdered. Oh
I'm
man.
not playing this.
But
It's gonna be
The
great.
bullet time and everything on that game made that game.
That was the most amazing.
It was the
game.
first Matrix game.
I'm just trying hard here, guys.
Oh yeah,
Give me a fucking break.
after, which was also dope.
He's got that mad worried look. Is everyone okay?
Anyone remember Toe Jam and Earl?
Toe
That's a
Jam and
big
Earl.
game. I didn't play that
I don't
much
think I
though.
played that.
I remember it, but I didn't play that. I remember seeing it at Blockbuster whenever I'd rent a game, and I'd always like pass it and get something else.
Hey, instantly I get transported when I hear that word, like fucking Ego in Ratatouille, bro. When I hear Blockbuster, dude, I go back right into that store over on Tustin, dude. Now it's a fucking yogurt land.
Hey, Danny used to work at Blockbuster.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
Man of many
Bro.
trades.
bro. I was talking.
The one on Tustin Ranch.
Irvine Boulevard.
Oh no,
Irvine, okay.
Jamboree.
Yeah, the one
Where the
Jamboree.
Shell gas station is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
The City Bank.
God, that was the best. dude.
No. I was talking to a flight attendant. We were just talking about our first jobs, and then I was like, oh yeah, like my first job, like I was in Target for like a month, and then I worked at Blockbuster, and then she flat out was like, damn, you just aged yourself. I was like,
Jeez. Damn, I used to work at Circuit City, so I'll probably age myself less to that.
Bro, I've fucking applied there so many times. There in Best Buy. I wanted to work there so bad.
Yeah.
Yo, true story, bro. I got hired probably a week before Black Friday. I went through Black Friday, and then probably my 8th or 9th shift, I was like, hey, who do I talk to give my 2-week notice? They're like, 2-week notice? I was like, he's like, already? He's like, yeah, man. Like, school's crazy. He's like, oh, you have to type it up first anyway. So once you type it up, let me know. I was like, oh, dude, I took it fucking out of my pocket. I was like, I already have it typed out. I was not trying to work there, bro. The warehouse and the people in the back sucked. And I was a basketball player from Beckman, and one of the senior people over there was a basketball player from Tustin. And so, the rivalry.
Rivalry, yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, this is my fucking verbal. This is my verbal 2 weeks. I'm not typing shit up.
Top names. Who was it?
Keith, I think. Keith. I forget.
I was like, was it fucking Bossenmeyer, the head coach?
I forget his name. I don't mind dropping names. I'll fucking, we can fight. You know what I mean? Speaking of dropping names, hey, I told you I'd turn up the heat. Jumpers jump. Carlos, whatever the fuck your name is. What's up, dog? I know you've been seeing the post. Let's box.
Is this the fight for charity?
Fight for charity.
Fight for the Boeing survivors?
Yeah, side note, but I think his name was Keith from Tustin. That fool would just come up to me and just grab my shoulders all awkwardly and start massaging me. And it's like, you all right, buddy?
Grooming.
Sounds like what happens at Diddy's parties.
Yeah, man. I'm just like, bro, I'm not like that kind of dude. And first of all, I don't know you like that. You know what I mean?
Like, what do you want to say that, bro?
I knew it was his territory, so I bowed out. I was like, hey, I'm not really trying to conquer Circuit City, you dig? And frankly, I think this place is gonna go down, so I'm out.
You didn't know that.
Hey, you were right.
Lo and behold.
I liked it better than Best Buy though. The vibe there was better. I remember watching. This is gonna be crazy. I remember watching T-Mac scoring. Was it 13 points in 30 seconds? I was in the Circuit City when that happened. That shit was wild, dude.
Shit, with people going crazy.
I was at a.
No one was going crazy because everyone was working. I was the only one in there. Me and my mom. I was trying to buy a fucking MP3 player.
God
no,
damn.
I remember I was there at Circuit City, the one at the marketplace. Remember?
Yeah, that's where I worked.
For my graduation, my mom's like, "Here, I'll buy you a new TV," and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, I want the new plasma TV. This one plasma TVs are like the shit. So we went in there, and then they were playing
this is a plasma dog
in the playoffs when Shaq was with him, and then we couldn't get any help because all the fucking staff were watching the game on the TVs. I was like, man, fuck these guys. And like this old Filipino dude came out and gave me my TV.
It's the Big Shaq Diesel. I'm in the playoffs, dog.
And then I remember when we were walking out, they're like, the fucking Heat won. I was like, oh, okay.
No. The interview sounded more like this. Shaq, how do you think the game? Well, we got together and we played good, and it was a great game on our part, and
and there's just captions.
So, Kobe raped a girl in Colorado.
Yo,
Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
I haven't heard that in years.
I have a rap
Smoking a cigarette right now.
Hey,
Yo,
but
I
for real though,
remember-
this fucking plasma TV is almost what are we in 2024? This is over 12 years old. They said it wasn't gonna last. Ha! Look at it now, still fucking working.
You just
That shit
deplanned
heats up
off
like
the
a
whip.
motherfucker, though. Plasma TVs.
and it's heavy.
That's why I don't gotta pay for my heater, dude. Just leave this shit on all day, dude. It's nice and toasty in my room.
I remember before the plasma, there were the bigger TVs, like the CRTs, but they were flat, and those were like the flat screen, and they were HD too. They were like 1080i,
720.
720.
Because remember the 1080 started coming out with these plasma LCD screens. That's when
Okay.
1080 started coming out.
But yeah, but those motherfuckers were still heavy, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. This plasma TV is hella heavy too.
Damn, nah. Okay.
720
moving
is the max resolution on that.
Nah, 1080. I think 1080i. Might have peak. I don't know.
It's so stupid buying a TV, bro. Because like as soon as you take it home, there's
Another
a fucking newer one out there.
16K.
I know. Hologram. Oh shit! I just bought the VR version.
This TV.
Damn.
I remember seeing that on the Onion. They made fun of that on the Onion one time
Oh, that's
The Onion?
That's right.
with the computer. This guy kept passing a sign with the computer. Like then he'd go back and get the new one, but as soon as he got it, there'd be another billboard like of a even brand new computer, and fuck, and he kept going back and buying the new one.
That's funny.
It
Yeah,
just doesn't
man.
stop.
That's the economy now.
Yeah,
That's the desire to want to have the latest and greatest, baby.
Seriously, that's why they just have us sign up for subscription, so you get the latest and greatest, and you just keep paying the subscription lifetime membership. You know.
That's why you need to head over to patreon.com and go check out the cave.
There you go.
Just
It's only-
saying, dude. The latest and greatest, baby.
It's only $1 or $5. Not that much.
Pick your
Fucking price of Starbucks. This is what we're talking about.
You don't need Starbucks,
dude. Listen. Just a personal rant, real quick. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I fucking refuse to purchase Starbucks coffee. Like, I refuse. Now, with that being said, my fiance will go through Starbucks and we'll get my kids a cake pop to motivate them to get the fuck up in the morning.
Cake pop's pretty damn
Just saying. Homeschool life, just saying. But I have such a hard time purchasing. Dude, caramel macchiatos, let me just say, dude. Iced or fucking hot are titties, dude. On point.
I like titties, but
I know. I just
More of a
can't
nice
do
guy.
Star. Like, I would much rather take Folgers. But you know what? Honestly, now that I'm hearing my own voice, which is fucking making it's cringy. Just saying.
Your mic's so good, bro.
it's Folgers in your butt.
Hey,
Mike is
Hey. you better not be fucking with me about the mic thing, because
I'm
if this
not,
mic is
bro.
shit, I'm tossing this motherfucker.
No, I'm saying, no,
Thank
it
you,
sounds-
sir.
It sounds the best right now, I think. That's what I'm saying.
out of everybody, bro.
Okay.
Hey, Yeti.
Yeah, it's the Yeti X.
Hell yeah.
Yeti
Yeah,
Sand,
dude.
what?
And
Sounds really good.
and shout out to Proper, dude, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I'm like, dude, it has a bunch of little symbols on the back, and he goes, bro, go with the Pac-Man. So I went with the Pac-Man little ghost, and we're good.
Mhm.
Proper, I thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I'm anyhow, yeah. So
I try to get Dunkin' Donuts more than Starbucks.
let's go.
I like Dunkin' coffee.
Nah.
I wish I could enjoy coffee.
Those-
It
those
just gives
donuts
me
are
migraines
fucking-
every time I fucking drink it.
Well, you don't get the donuts; you just get the coffee food.
Nah,
Well, no. I get all fucking tweaked out, bro. If I have any coffee, dude, I'm like fucking Spider-Man, dude, like walking on the walls. I cannot do coffee, dude.
Oh, man. I
Yeah,
just get bad
there we
migraines
go.
and I'm like fucking over it. I don't want to do anything anymore because
No, I'll say the only reason why I've
It's
been
probably
getting
too much
Starbucks
caffeine.
lately is because I get gift cards from the
Mhm.
passengers, and so it's like it's not.
oh
my
well, we don't. So good for you.
You should donate.
Wait, what? People give you gift cards?
yeah.
That's-
Bring us
For
gift-
what?
They'll bring us snacks. They'll bring us food. Sometimes we'll get tips. We'll get
Dick.
bro.
What?
Lineman for two.
For
There was
what?
There was one time this guy he came in, and then he gave one of the flight attendants $100, so that way they could split it amongst the three of us or the four of us.
Damn.
Like you talk to the pilot, I'm gonna give you the money. You talk to the pilot, and you make sure that pilot makes sure that I get to my destination. No, that's good to know, dude, because I'm all about tipping. Like tipping is such a sensitive subject for me. Like, my opinion, if you don't tip, if you can't afford to tip, go to fucking McDonald's, motherfucker, dude. Like, if you cannot afford to tip, get the fuck out of my face.
What do you think about DoorDash and that kind of stuff?
Bro, I still tip. Yesterday, or no, a couple days ago, I usually tip anywhere from 10 to 20% if I have it. If I don't have money to tip, I eat fucking Top Ramen, dude. It's that
Do you
simple.
think you're entitled to a tip right away from the get, or do you think it's something you earn per?
It's hard. It's hard. The cool thing with DoorDash is that you can tip low, I guess, at the beginning. And then if you receive all of your items and your service was good and they didn't drop it off fucking a block down the road, then you can like give an additional tip. But in the same breath, dude, with like DoorDash, they staple and seal, they should be at least, your bag. So they can't even go in the bag and look. Dude, today, for instance, at my work, we had a DoorDash. And there was a kid's cheeseburger on there. There was an adult burger on there. There was a couple other things on there. But one of the sides was a mac and cheese.
Mhm.
And the order went out. I helped walked it out. The dude bounced. The dasher bounced, went to go take it back. And I get back to the kitchen and I'm looking. I'm like, it wasn't me that packaged it up, but whoever packaged it up, dude, missed the mac and cheese. And so it was on our end that the mac and cheese never ended up making it to the destination. So you can't fault the dasher for that, because the dasher is not supposed to open up the bag and look. You have to staple it.
Right.
So it's kind of a weird one, man. And I appreciate people, like, if you're doing a service for me, I've also been living in like the service industry for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of servers don't get paid shit. Like actual servers in restaurants, they don't get paid. Sometimes they get paid minimum wage, but a lot of the other times they get paid less than minimum wage. The reason why is because they have some, I guess, algorithm for how much tips you should be receiving.
Right.
So like a lot of servers do rely on those tips. If I get good service, dude, I got you. But there's one time, dude, where I've tipped in a tip jar and I went and took my money back out.
Okay.
Because of terrible service, which is very rare, but it has happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know. My philosophy, if you don't got money to tip, dude, go to fucking McDonald's.
Also, servers work short shifts, they work like 4-hour shifts, maybe 2-hour shifts sometimes. So on top of the low pay, they have low work hours too. So yeah, they try to get it with the tips.
Can
But
I tell you what I found out in the military?
Go ahead, man.
We had a buddy of mine whose spouse, I guess they both were from Texas, but the minimum wage in Texas was so low that like they lived off of tips. So when she came out here to find a job and ended up becoming a waitress or a server at one of the local spots, she was like loving that. She got a standard like rate because she always made hella more than what she would have back home, because people who tipped would just like add on to her income. So it kind of seems like it's more of like a regional thing of being gracious and like how much you're tipping, because in some areas the tip is like a cherry on top of what they're already making, and in other places it's like they need that to survive.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like Japan, there's no tipping. You guys know that?
It's
Yeah,
it's
right.
disrespectful,
accept,
right?
Yeah, they don't accept tips out there because, I mean, there's a Japanese restaurant I went to in Danny, you know the spot, the Shabu Shabu spot in Irvine. They don't take tips over there because the owner's Japanese. He's like, and we pay our staff well. And yeah, there's just some places that doesn't accept tipping, and that's why some people look at America and say your guys' tipping culture is weird, you know, because a lot of people are so entitled to it, while other places like it's just like what Zach says, it's just a cherry on top. And there's places like Japan was like, we don't accept tips. They won't take it. Like even if you give it to them, because when I went to Japan a couple of years ago, my brother tried to even just like, you know, because this guy was working, he was the only server there, but he was fucking hustling it. And my brother's like, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot him. Like, he was like, no, I'm not taking it. So, you know, that's why they're saying America is one of the weirdest when it comes to tipping culture and places. It's just different. And when people come here from out of the country, they see that they're like, oh shit, so I have to tip.
But the argument people say is, well, then the employer should pay the person a living wage. But then that's when you got to ask yourself, well, what the fuck is a living wage?
Exactly.
Depends on where you live, dog.
Depends on where you live, right? But man, like, I don't think it would be sustainable for a restaurant to be open if you are here in America. In another country, you know, their economy is completely different. But here in the U.S., I don't think it'd be sustainable. If I mean, we kind of saw it with the shabu, but I guess I don't know. To me, it's just not. It just doesn't make.
You know, it's funny though that Shabu spot accepts tips now.
But like,
times are getting rough. He's like, "Fuck it, you guys can go get tips."
But see, that's where I'm going. Like, it's not. I don't think it's sustainable with the economy here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're paying. Let's say you're paying four of your. You have a small restaurant. You pay 4 of your servers $50,000 annual salary on top of, you know, whatever tips they get.
Mm-hmm.
But $50,000, that's $200,000 just right away out of your pocket, right there, and then plus all the other overhead, and then where your profit margins are rather slim. It's
using the good buzzwords.
It's not. It's not. I don't think it would work for the long term. Honestly,
I think this is the problem. You can't just isolate the tipping concept, because the tipping concept is so intertwined with service and like, you know, the performance as well. And the performance sets the tone for like we talked on a previous podcast, the ambience of the whole experience. You know what I mean?
It does.
Do you guys tip on takeout when you just come by and pick up your food?
Nope.
So yeah, I have a funny story about that, bro. So we used to work at CPK, and when you order takeout, like, you know, when you order salads, and some of our pizzas are like weird, you know, so they're like salad pizzas or whatever. All the toppings are separate. So if you get a salad, you just have the lettuce, then you have the toppings in a separate bin, and you have the dressing in a separate bin. If you pre-tip us, then you risk the possibility of us mispackaging your salad and you just leaving on your lunch with just lettuce. You know? Like, that's your lunch, bro.
If you pre-tip, so if you give a tip in advance, there's a good chance your shit's gonna be fucked.
Yeah, especially if that's the culture, because, you know, it's like we're just gonna get tipped anyway, so, you know, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You run the risk of just accepting the service that you have no idea what you're about to get.
Right.
That's why I don't tip for pre-service.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give a pizza guy cash up front, like at the door, but like I'm not, or if I'm going to pick something up, I never tip. It just doesn't sit right with me. I'm picking it up. I'm doing the work for it. They're making it, but like nothing. There's no service involved other than making the food.
Why I gotta tip you to hand me my bag?
Well, I was gonna say too, bro, Jermaine, in the same light, it's like now that a lot of these places are self-serve, you know, like, well, I gotta tip the kiosk for you.
Yeah, because you go to Chipotle, there's a fucking rack now. It's just like pick up your order here, right?
I was about to bring up Chipotle.
Yeah, and then they have. And then, so you could tip them when you place that order. But I was like, why? I'm just going to fucking pick it up at that rack anyways.
Supposedly, you get more meat if you ask for an extra scoop when you're in person. Then if you order online, they're not going to do shit for you. So because it's an online order, so why am I going to tip?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm definitely a sucker when it comes to this, dude. Like yesterday, I ordered from this place called Domenico's. My daughter was doing Muay Thai or
I've heard of that
jiu-jitsu,
place.
The one in Long Beach?
Yeah, no, the one that I'm talking about is in Riverside County, so like Cherry Valley area, Beaumont, and it's right next to the jiu-jitsu place. I was like, "Fuck it, dude!" It was our anniversary, so I was like, "You know what? We're gonna get ourselves a nice little meal here." So I got some sandos and some spaghetti, and I pay, swipe my card, and I see the thing, and I see these like young fucking people working. And immediately, dude, that shit's pulling on my heartstrings, dude. I'm like, they're just trying, and I'm like, and then the fuck thing, dude, it wasn't even like 5, 10, 15%. It was like 15, 20,
Yeah, right.
30,
really
40.
Yeah. And now
See,
that's where I'm like, no, I'll flip that screen right back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was like,
that lowers your potential tip when I see you reaching that deep for the. I don't know.
It was, but because that they set their little program up the way that they wanted it to where you don't see 5% or 10%. You're getting 20, 25, 30, 40 fucking percent, bro. You're charging me fucking almost $50 for 2 sandwiches that I can make better at home.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And then I tipped him very well. Got home, daughter was hungry. It was wrong. Opened up her little spaghetti, and it was like halfway full. And I'm like, "Are you fucking?
Tough.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, I get so angry. I'm the dude.
Yeah.
I'm the Kyle. My name's Kyle. I'm like the male. I can be the male version. Kyle.
All that's missing is Monster Energy.
Dude, Monster.
Fucking rip it.
Hey, dude. I do drywall, bro, and I drive a big ass truck. Okay.
Oh yeah, brother.
Like drywall, like
metal militia all day. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't. I don't drive any of those things or do any of those. It's one of the greatest memes.
You drive the Prius.
Hey, don't get me started on the KMK, dude. I actually know one of the dudes.
From
Cottonmouth. Anyhow, I was a KMK dude all day. Cottonmouth, let's go smoke weed.
My wife too.
Hardcore, dude. Now I'm just like, I'm gonna listen to
Where the weed at? Ed Sheeran. Yeah, so like with the whole tipping stuff, like I will 100% tip every time if I'm going and sitting down at a restaurant and I'm getting served. Like that 100% doesn't matter how the service is, I'm giving a tip. And it also depends on like the company I'm with too. Like if people are customizing menu items and shit, like I'm gonna give a little bit more of a tip. But if I'm ordering the basics and I'm not like asking for anything extra and service was average, like they're gonna probably get maybe 18%. It just depends. I might just double the tax and let it ride. I usually just double the tax and let it ride if I get average service. But if I got someone that's not like writing my order down and they're on their shit and food's hot and it tastes good and the vibes are high, they're probably gonna get at least 20 no matter what.
I remember when I was working because we used to have this Filipino spot in Mission Viejo, and this guy came in, and I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm serving him, and he's like, hey, can I, like, asking me for extra on the scoops, right? So I was like, fuck it, whatever. And so I'm giving it to him, and then we check out. I ring up his total, and I flip the screen over. I was like, here, just sign and enter a tip. And then he fucking like looks at the tip. He's like, no tip. I was like, what the fuck?
Word?
And then he just flips it back over to me, right? And and then so he went to go sit down, right? And then he went back to me at the register, and he's like, "Oh, can I get a water cup?" And I looked at him, I was like, "It's $1.50."
Oh, man.
And then when he gave me that $1.50, you know what I did? I put it in that tip jar so my cooks can have tips.
That's funny.
And then the guy he's like $1.50, and then I gave him the cup. And it's just like
$1.50.
Yeah, $1.50.
What the fuck?
Is that what 150 or $1.50?
Yeah. And right when he said that, I was like, "Don't worry,
American dollar.
it comes with free refills." I mean, you sound Indian now, Zach. So we're gonna.
My bad.
Man, no. Going back to what you said about customizing your orders, I try to stay carnivore, and anywhere I go, I try to tailor my meals customizably for me. So I already have. It's almost like I don't have a food allergen, but I'm picky with shit. So I'd customize my shit. So already, if you don't get that right, then why should I tip you? You know what I mean? So, and I come from and my validation for myself is I used to be a server too. So it's like,
You've been there.
I've been there too, man. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Boy,
But I'll call
lived
you
it.
out, bro. When I was door dashing, this motherfucker would tell me I don't fucking tip. I was like, well, no wonder you get your.
I tip $1 on DoorDash. 'Cause I could, like you said, you could raise it after. You know what I mean?
Oh, but dude.
But the likelihood of your order
DoorDash
getting picked
driver,
up
I
because
can
of
tell
that.
you, out of 100 orders, probably like 3 people, 4 people will like do that, or the ones that say I don't tip, I don't put the tip, I'll tip in cash, bro. In a week, I'll probably get like maybe 5 cash tips, and it's out of a total of over 150 deliveries.
Hey, man, the economy's rough, bro.
Hell yeah, Ben.
Not at the
Wait,
time
it was a
I was
great
working.
movie.
Never
think
fuck
I'll
with
name
people
my
that
daughter
handle your
Chlamydia.
food, baby.
Hey, Ben.
Mama
hey,
said this is
Ben
my
just-
running shoes.
Ben
Yeah.
just literally. Ben said, "Have you seen the movie Waiting?" And that's funny that he mentioned that because
Gotta
like
show him the Batman. The
Sometimes
Batman,
the
goat.
Batwing.
The brain.
the brain,
Yeah.
the brain, the flying squirrel. Just saying, you can do it however you want. Have fun with it, dude. It's your
Welcome to the
art.
Thunderdome, bitch.
Mama said that'd take me anywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Of course, Mama used to beat me with rubber hose and call me a retard.
Fucking piss, man.
Oh,
They're trying to take a piss in the bath.
Singing
Andy
happy
Milonakis
birthday.
Andy Milonakis is in that movie, right?
Yeah.
He was a cook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, he wasn't the cook. He was a fucking
Wasn't he a
He's a
cook?
busboy.
dishwasher.
The busboy, yeah.
Oh,
He was the busboy with the guy
Okay.
from Holes, remember?
Oh my.
Oh, fuck. What was his name?
I don't know. I forgot. But he was
Classic.
the guy from Holes. The tall, blonde guy.
Yeah.
Not Shia, but
Not Armpit, not Caveman, not Zero.
great movie.
I think he was hitting up some like whippets, dude, in the back of the restaurant.
remember they
if I
passed
remember
out?
correctly.
And then they imagined the place was on fire and they fucking just threw the
Yeah.
boss in there. Like, fuck you.
What a movie, dude.
Holes.
Damn.
If anything fries your brain, bro, out of anything you can possibly want to do to enhance your, or maybe not even enhance, maybe to like decrease your brain function, dude. I think whippets are the ones that like take the scoops out of your fucking brain.
Also, what's it called? We had a
Damn.
friend that would do fucking canned air. Like
Canned
a
air.
fucking idiot. Danny knows what I'm talking about. Remember him?
Yeah. No names mentioned.
We had a friend.
Drop some
Yeah.
names.
Shall remain nameless.
Drop some names.
Voldemort.
There you go. That's a solid one.
Oh man.
Before we get high as fuck, man.
He would just bust out a fucking canned air, put his mouth on it, and just suck on it and pass out. Like, dude,
God, who
You're
was that? I'm trying to think of who
fucking
you guys are friends with.
Never try that. I think the
You
worst
guys
thing
know
I've done. Worst thing I've done is fucking taking a bunch of Benadryl when I couldn't get weed one time.
What?
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, bro. It was weird.
remember in like 40-Year-Old Virgin where he fucking pops NyQuil and tries to masturbate before passing out? He's like, the best part of that is you always win.
Boner Jams 03. I think the worst thing I've ever done was spice. Or no, salvia.
That
Oh,
shit sucks,
salvia?
man. Just the headache after.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just me, but the headache after was
Y'all,
terrible.
you guys have done salvia? That's something I'm kind of
Oh.
intimidated by, and I've done.
Oh, I've done it,
you know.
dude.
It's a trip, dude.
Salvia divinorum, dude.
Mhm.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
dude. You
You
Huh?
can
You
buy
live-
that shit.
You live like. Sometimes people say that they've lived lives. like different, like separate lives in Salvia Realm or whatever.
I didn't do that much to figure that out, but the couple times, the 2 times I've done it, I've only done it twice. The 2 times I've done it, because I had to try it again to make sure I wasn't tripping. But like the effect that it had on me was like I felt like I was like stitched into whatever fabric I was sitting on.
Yeah.
Or like that I was around, and like I couldn't move, dude. Like I was stuck, like in a bad way though.
Yeah, right.
like I felt like Han Solo in fucking Return of the Jedi, dude. In the cement.
There seems to be a force that like grabs people and pushes them towards a wall. That seems to be overwhelming, is what I've been hearing.
And so we have a buddy who also did it for the first time, and that dude tried to get up and walk around my house and almost like broke all my furniture in my house. It's so funny.
Carbonite.
Damn. I don't think I didn't do that much, I guess, but I remember just doing it and just getting really fucking dizzy, and my head was hurting. And when the whole, like, because when you smoke it just kind of hits you pretty quick, right? And fucking, I just remember just saying like, oh shit, I feel like it just, like what you said, it hits you, but I just remember I was like, dude, my head is spinning. I want this to be over with.
It feels like it lasts forever, but it doesn't. It pretty much goes for like 5 to 10 minutes. But I've done,
that was a one and done for me. Just one time was enough. I was like, I don't want to deal with that,
dude. I had a buddy. We were driving down the road, and dude in the back seat rips it
while driving.
No. He's in the back seat. Yeah. It's worse, dude. This dude
like a moving vehicle.
It was a moving vehicle. He undid his seatbelt, opened up the door, and flopped out onto the curb into a bunch of like nasty mucky water. Didn't get fucked up, like super fucked up, but as far as physically goes. But yeah, dude was gone, dude. And I've done a lot of salvia. I've done a lot of fucking spice. I did a lot of spice when I was in the military because you couldn't smoke weed.
Yeah,
dude, crazy, real quick, crazy story, dude. So I had a group of friends in the military that we would all smoke spice. They lived off a base. This is an A school, and so my buddy and his wife and another service member's wife all went to go pick up spice at the smoke shop. And mind you, the smoke shops were like, they would announce during, it's been so long, I forgot the term, but like they would tell you like, do not go to these places. If you're found at these places, you'll be in trouble. And I remember they went there and they were gone for like an hour and a half. And we're like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And we're calling. And we're panicking because like we know we're not supposed to be in that area, even though we weren't there, but our like battle buddies or our little weekend warrior friends were there. Dude, they were at this smoke shop and they got fucking, while they were in trying to purchase spice, it was a fucking armed robbery.
Oh shit.
in Pensacola, Florida. And they were on the ground. They had guns to their fucking heads. Luckily, the people ran in, stole what they needed to steal, and dipped. But yeah, I was like, are you shitting me? But yeah, spice is fucking wow. Yeah.
It's like McLovin and Superbad. Like, dude's just trying to buy beer and get socks.
Oh, yeah.
There's no whole thing.
Oh, man.
All right, boys. I'm going to dip out. I need to dip out.
Catch a flight.
Thank you for your service,
Where are you flying tomorrow?
I'm going Sacramento, Sacktown.
Sacramento.
You know what the best thing about Sacramento is?
What?
That after you're done there, you get to leave Sacramento. Shout out to The Rock for that one. That was a good line he had.
The Rock's been killing it, low key. All right, Abra.
Heel Rock is the best rock.
Peace out,
later,
bro.
Abra. You gotta do your thing, dude. Just don't fuck up.
One more time, bro. One more time. It's gonna work.
Come on.
It'll work.
Come on. No, keep doing it.
You got something in the way of the camera.
Yeah,
rotate your camera.
Move the thing on the right side.
Yeah, on your right.
It's getting in the way.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Case to the.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, this was in the box. What?
Try it one more time.
It's the black box. He
Here we go,
holds
guys.
the black
It's
box
gonna work.
for the plane.
It's gonna work.
Oh my god, dude! We swear this was working pre-show.
Yes, folks, I swear.
We all seen it.
Shit, one more
Food's
time.
so cold.
Come on.
All right, boys,
All right, peace out.
Keep the air safe, bro.
and always.
Oh boy.
He's
Did you
Liam
guys
Neeson
see
from Taken,
what is it?
or not Taken. What's the one in the plane?
Snakes on a plane.
I forget. Liam Neeson had a movie on the plane.
A lot of Liam
Right?
Neeson movies are the fucking same now.
Yeah,
Except for Ted. He has that deleted scene from Ted.
Oh,
Hilarious.
yeah.
nonstop.
At the end of Ted.
It's called
Yeah.
nonstop.
He's like trying to buy tricks, and he's like, "I heard that these are for children. Is anybody gonna like stop me if I try to buy them?" And fucking Ted's like, "No, like you can go ahead and buy them. It's cereal. Anybody can buy them."
Mhm.
And he's like, "Are you sure? Like if I leave this place, that law enforcement officers won't follow me because these are for kids?" Like, what the fuck? All right, random Liam Neeson cameo trying to buy tricks.
Is this
Super
is this the
fun.
movie or the series? Because I saw there's a
It's like
TV
a-
show now.
I think it's a deleted scene. The TV show is funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's also my kind of humor though. I like that kind of shit. It's really funny. I like the Boston accent; just makes me laugh all the time. But I think that is from Ted, like the first Ted. It's like a deleted scene on like the bonus features. Really funny if you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies I need to watch, man. Been kind of behind.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see that Godzilla King Kong movie though.
me too.
Me too. You know,
Looks,
a lot of people are too critical. It's like, oh, this shit's stupid. It's like, dude, this is not one of those movies where you're supposed to really care. Just fucking watch it. And
it's a giant
Yeah.
monkey with a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
infinity gauntlet and a fucking lizard that got affected by a
Yeah.
nuclear reaction,
Well,
bro.
just enjoy it. People,
Just enjoy it.
I
Yes.
think people are
They
too
have a
critical.
history.
And
gotta be a
everyone's a
plot.
fucking movie critic nowadays. You know, it's just
Yeah.
like, dude, why can't you just
Fucking
enjoy a
Rotten
movie or
Tomatoes.
for a fucking movie? Like, fucking what was that movie that got like 100%? Sharknado.
Sharknado.
That was
right?
that was
On
garbage.
Rotten Tomatoes,
but
I think it was all.
I get it.
People were just trolling the fuck out of it just to give it a high rating. So
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh shit, it's got 100%," but movie was terrible.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a question for y'all.
What's up?
Watched a movie this past week called Yesterday. Are you guys familiar with that movie?
Don't think I've heard of it. Who's in
So
it?
pretty much the premise is this dude gets hit by a bus during a blackout and everybody forgets that the Beatles existed.
Oh,
And this dude is like a musician and he ends up like remaking all the Beatles songs and no one remembers it. Like no one remembers. So it's like everyone's hearing it for the first time. If that should happen to you, what would be the artist that you would want people to forget that you can remake all their hits for?
probably Jay-Z.
Damn, yo, Andrew, that was no hesitation, bro.
Had it in the
I
whole
thought about
stream. Was
this
like,
before. I thought about what is it? Back to the Future, where what Biff goes back in time to what he
yeah,
he
bet
brings
yesterday.
the fourth almanac and bets on everything. No, that's not cool at all. I would go back in time and redo all of Jay-Z's songs before he got come home.
What is it like
Could you
that
imagine
movie?
this dude? This dude
in
doing fucking Ace to the Izzo? Let's go.
It's like what fucking Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did,
yeah,
when it
similar.
started?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where at the end it's fucking called Frugal,
See,
like Google.
Oh
It's
my god.
Lugal. It's
like
Lugal.
Lugal, yeah.
Yeah.
That goddamn squirrel cost the
That's
Ace
hard,
championship
bro.
game.
I was gonna say Lincoln Park, but I
Yeah.
can't execute it the same
Oh.
way Chester did. So I wouldn't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, so I would try to take something I could execute. So with that being said, I'd probably take any of these mumble rappers as shit. You know, Lil Wayne.
Mo Bamba? That'd be your song or what?
I'll take Lil,
Lil
Wayne
Wayne's
or,
solid.
or Drake.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good one, too.
J. Cole. I just take their shit and just be like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It just
Yeah.
came to me. I just speak about my life.
That's how the movie goes. It just came to me. Yeah, it's a pretty funny watch. It's like all like European, like British comedy kind of stuff. But it's super funny because it's like, damn, like what artist would I feel like I'm more familiar with like Kanye, so like that'd be
That's
that'd be
another good
pretty
one.
easy.
Redo all the.
No, yeah.
Kanye's dope. Lil Wayne is
Lil
my
Wayne's a good
favorite
one.
rapper of all time by far. I fucking
Really?
hate Drake with a passion. I cannot stand
Yikes.
Drake. I like 4 of his songs, and
Four?
all the songs that I like, he's with Lil Wayne. Fucking figure that one out. But Linkin
Motto,
Park,
yeah.
bro, that shit's solid, and that would be. I probably mentioned this like 10 fucking times on one of the shows that but Chester Bennington did not fucking kill himself.
Oh, yikes. I don't know about that one.
I don't think he did, man.
I thought you were going to go a whole different direction with that one. I was going to say, yes, like it's going to be hard to replicate Mr. Bennington's vocal ability.
No, he's a beast though, dude. Chester Bennington, dude, we're all around the same age, but like growing up with Linkin Park and like that was such it was so like iconic in that time, but in the same breath, it was like looking back now, so nostalgic. Like, all of this shit, and he even did that badass song with Jay-Z, dude. Like, he's a beast, and I don't like fucking Jay-Z either. Fuck that dude. But
we did
I'm
a
weird,
deep dive.
dude.
We did a deep dive
Huh?
on Jay-Z, and he might be the bigger fish. And he might be.
Well, I mean, look at those lips.
I mean,
if we're talking about Diddy not being the main fish in the sea, you know what I mean? I think
So-
Jay-Z is.
Oh yeah, dude.
who was one of the biggest like beneficiaries of Biggie passing?
Jay-Z.
P Diddy or Jay-Z?
Probably, well, yeah, besides Diddy, it's probably Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Yeah,
Speaking
there's
of Biggie,
definitely some
Jay
fuckery.
Z and Cockafella.
Speaking of Biggie, did you see that photo of his driver's license that popped up? He's from New Jersey, so all that New York shit's fucking fake. So
Hold on, but the Jets play there too, though. And
I mean,
so did the
no.
Giants.
I saw that going viral, but everyone was just laughing because they're like, you could barely fucking see him.
yeah, but they ignored the fact that he's from Jersey. Yeah, fake and gay, raps fake and gay.
Big gay. Let's go.
Literally now,
dude.
Would you guys ever consider trying to mailify Taylor Swift songs? Just throwing it out there. With how popular she got, like to answer my question of like the yesterday kind of scenario, would you try to like mailify Taylor Swift songs?
No, but I would get all of us in the cave and I'd be like, hey, we're starting a group and we're called BTS.
you do BTS shit.
Yes. We're gonna go to Korea.
Yo, rich those
and do
motherfuckers are.
K-pop.
Fuck.
Yeah, but I'm serving the military, dude. I mean, I've been there, done that, but
No, we're in the U.S. We don't got to enlist.
I do more Katy Perry stuff than Taylor Swift. I'd redo Fireworks for
Interesting.
Yeah,
Please elaborate. Please elaborate.
Katy Perry's fucking hot. She's got the titties that shoot out bullets and shit. Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
It's
but
like going
remember
back to-
remember when her little fucking mind control wasn't working and shut down on the stage?
Yeah,
her
that was
eyes
good
are
stuff.
flipping around. Oh yeah, dude.
She's got some weird occult.
MK Ultra, bro.
Yeah,
MK Ultra for
influences, man.
sure, dude.
That music video for
Sure.
Dark Horse is pretty sus. And
Dark Horse is dope, dude. That's with
Dark Horse
the
is dope
3-6
song,
Mafia, right?
yep.
Or with
There's no going back.
J, right?
Yeah, Academy Award winner.
She's a beast.
That was a banger, dude. I don't give a fuck, dude. Illuminati, MK Ultra.
Okay.
I will bang. I'm gonna bang that shit when we're done with the show. It's going.
I like Friday night, man.
The fact that like we're bringing up Katy Perry, and I do watch American Idol. My wife's a big fan of American Idol. She's got some bangers, like no joke. She has some hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
And some tits.
It's in the tits.
Hits and tits, baby. That's
Yeah,
the formula for a diva.
THITS, tits. H is silent.
Yeah.
Bro, when you got the 4th of July hanging on your little muffins, bro. Come on.
Oh, they weren't little
Fireworks?
muffins. They were big muffins.
Like the Costco muffins, or like Little Debbie, like little like packaged muffins.
Hey,
No,
Lil
they're like
Debbie had some
proper
fire ass
said, dude.
brownies.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
Costco muffins, bro.
Little
Those fucking cartoon muffins.
6-pack.
The blueberry muffins from Costco. Fire.
Yeah, dude.
Fire.
The blueberry. Oh, shut your
Yeah,
mouth.
Blueberry anything is
Blueberries,
underrated.
I like the chocolate chip one, but I'm a chocolate lover, so
I don't know why, but
No
ever since
judgment.
I got older,
judgment.
I don't really like chocolate as much now.
It's like the
When I
dude
was
from
a
Road
kid,
Trip over here.
I fucking love chocolate, but when I got older, I was like, eh.
Yep, I'm the same way, dude. Blueberry with some streusel on top, dude. Oh, dude,
Mhm.
fuck out of here.
What's streusel? Is that
Sign
a
me
fancy
up.
word for jizz?
No, yeah, kind of, yeah. No, it is. I guess it's like
The people
streusel is like
streusel? The people streusel?
it's the baker's jizz, dude. So it's flour,
Ooh.
sugar, butter, and cinnamon, and it's the little things on top that just are
That sounds good.
Jeez.
fuck.
Give me
It's,
some jizz on my.
it's that baker's jizz on his hot cross buns.
Let's go. Brioche buns at that. Let's go.
Why did we have to all play hot cross buns on a recorder in elementary school?
It's weird, right?
To inspire.
Super weird. Was that Conjuring or what?
Can you imagine being the teacher in that class and being hung over and having to like, fuck, I gotta teach these kids how to play a fucking recorder right now. And all you
fucking
hear,
Cameron Diaz, bad teacher.
oh my god, that would suck.
Wait, what is it?
What?
The recorder.
Hot cross buns
A recorder
on
from
the recorder. It's a little fucking like the fake clarinet,
It's like a
dude.
little flute. Yeah,
You
there,
don't
Yeah.
play
there
it
you
like
go.
this.
We always turn that shit sideways, pretend we're Tommy trying to summon the fucking Green Zord.
Gok Gok 3000.
Damn, man. I tried even as a kid. I tried my best to miss as many days of school as possible.
Nice.
I used to
What?
act when I was younger, so I would wake up fucking, oh, my stomach hurts, and I knew if I stayed in the restroom for like longer than 10 minutes and something's up with a couple flushes, I just got to come out looking sick, and
My
good enough
parents
to give
stopped
me the
buying
day
that.
off. It's
My
good enough to
parents
give me the
stopped
day
buying
off.
that
Yeah.
shit. So you know what? One time I resorted to eating some dog food and just fucking spitting it out. My parents like, oh, what
No
the fuck?
way.
I
Oh,
chewed it
shit,
up.
for
I
real?
chewed it up in my
No
mouth and I spat it, and they were like, "What the?" I was like, "I don't feel good."
Dog, the things you learn about your friends on this pod, dude. I definitely abused having a single parent and trying to get away with not going to school my freshman year at Tustin. Unfortunately, I wish I wouldn't have done it, but I did it, and it worked every time.
And if you guys want to know what dog food tastes like, it honestly doesn't taste like anything.
Exactly like it smells
No
delicious.
wonder those fools always want our food, bro. That shit
Yeah,
don't
it
taste like
does. Like it smells like you smells like it kind of smells like beef. And then when I tried it, I was like, dude, it doesn't even taste like anything. This is the easiest shit I've ever done.
I remember getting out of school and just hopping on LimeWire right away, dude.
Bro.
No, watching Maury. I would watch Maury, and the kids would go to
Maury
boot
all
camp.
day.
I saw right through that fucker. I couldn't
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
that.
And
I was too
then whenever
afraid.
Sally, Jesse, or Raphael came on, I was
Yeah,
like,
I am.
turning this shit off.
I go on AIM COS is off
I've heard
school.
that name in
Yeah,
a while.
you too, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go Counter Strike.
Ricky Lake.
Counter-Strike.
Oh, I think Montel Williams, dude. In my opinion, he was like my go-to. Montel
Montel
Williams
used to date Kamala Harris.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild.
Those are facts. Those are facts. You
And
heard it
imagine
first
if they
from
stayed
Proper.
together, she would have incarcerated his ass because she's so against weed, and he's got so many dispensaries.
It's a perfect
I didn't even
one.
know that. I didn't know that. I knew him and Kamala Harris, which I just heard, but I didn't know anything about like the dispensaries. Let's go.
Oh,
Remember
Y'all
he had
make
the
me laugh so
copper. He
hard.
had the copper fit.
Dude, he endorsed anything.
Remember that?
Really.
That's
He's like, I
my
don't.
first name.
Bro, whenever I think of Montel, I think of 40-year-old virgins when they're dissing each other and the dude's like, "Hey, Montel."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Why you always tell me to fuck a goat, man?
It's fucking crazy, yo.
Bro.
What a movie! What a movie that was.
I remember seeing that in theaters. I think we saw that in theaters. That shit was fucking hilarious.
I did not see that in theaters. I was too young. I was always younger than you guys. You couldn't get me into the movies
Yeah.
until Superbad and Pineapple Express.
Oh, super bad.
Knocked up.
Super bad in theaters was crazy.
Yes. Forgetting
I
Sarah
don't think we're
Marshall,
ever gonna have
Superbad,
moments
bangers.
in a theater like that. I don't know. I feel like the theater is slowly dying. It sucks.
I get
because-
so annoyed in theaters now, bro. Like, it's not the
I
same.
do wish I would have seen Oppenheimer in theaters, though. I regret not seeing that in theaters because I watched that at home, and I mean it was dope, but like not as cool as it would have been in IMAX.
Yeah, remember back then, movies going to the movies was actually exciting. Like you'd plan this shit, you'd go line up with your friends and just be there for the midnight
Yes.
showing. And nowadays, it's like you don't gotta line up. I reserve seats. We're good.
Yeah.
Let me
Dude, that was
disclose a
awesome.
hack, a free hack. If you want more hacks, life hacks, you should check out the Patreon.
Patreon.
Link should be on the website, k4v3.com. That's cave.com. But
And buy me a
hack.
coffee.
Unethical life hack. I just buy the handicap seats.
Oh,
Because-
God.
What, bro? Ain't nobody sitting there, dog. Nobody sits there. You know.
You don't think
And
they want to see the movie too?
if they want to sit, you get up and you move, which I gladly
To
will
where?
do.
Everything's sold.
Yeah,
Where are you going to go? Everything's sold.
I'll gladly.
You just sit
leave
down in the aisle, dude.
I'll leave the theater. I'll leave the theater. Be like, yo, it's a good seat, bro. But no, if you look at the fine print on the tickets, it says if someone needs this seat, then you have to get up and leave. So they are there for overflow. Because just think about it. If it's if it's a full theater, like those seats are being wasted if no one's going to use them.
mm-hmm. I mean,
I will.
I honestly thought about it every time I look. I was like, what if I bought these seats?
Hey, bro, let me say, if you want to watch 4DX2, them shits fucking work full. You get the fucking full fucking features on
You're
those
literally
handicap
I still have yet to see a movie in 4DX.
4DX is crazy.
Yo, certain movies are good. I watched, what's it called? What's that one movie
Shrek?
where Shrek 4DX would be lit as fuck. No, but the first movie I watched in 4DX was Lion King on mushrooms, bro.
Oh, let's go.
Dude, I was not
The
ready.
live
for it.
action one?
The live action one, bro. So during the Hakuna Matata scene, they would
Yeah.
spray like a certain scent in front of you, so you could smell the flowers, dog.
Yeah.
Dude. And then during the last scene, there was smoke. There was fog machines, so it looked like the whole theater was on fire. There were strobe
That's
lights,
nuts.
like trying to replicate lightning. I watched A Quiet Place. Quiet Place 2 in 4DX was a masterpiece.
Okay.
What?
But Spider-Man sucked. I swear I got whiplash.
Which
fucking
one?
watching it over there? No Way Home.
Yeah,
Great
no,
movie.
no thanks.
But 4DX was too much. I was getting whipped and fucking getting jerked everywhere because of the Spider-Man special effects that it had to sync up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certain movies are tailored for 4DX. I think certain movies are overkill.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they try to tailor more like to the niche of like IMAX or 4DX. I think Christopher Nolan was ahead of his time when he started using IMAX cameras on his movies.
Mhm.
Watching Dark Knight when it first came out, I ended up winning tickets on Power 106 to go to the early screening of that movie. And
number 2.
Tito, hey, I was at the atrium when I won, dude.
Oh no!
Yes. Yeah, and so fucking me and Balin had to go line up and like reserve our spot in line because I think they gave out too many tickets than they had, and like we sat up in the top by the handicap seats, which is why I'm always laughing about that because that shit's funny to me. But like when you see the bank heist scene in that movie, and then when the semi flips in the middle of Chicago, like they filmed those scenes with IMAX cameras. It makes a whole difference, dude. Because I went and saw Man of Steel after that, and like it was not the same. So filmmakers like trying to adapt more to like what's available for technology in terms of like the moviegoer, I think is a good idea.
Have you seen or heard of Screen X?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's like
Scream
that.
X.
Yeah, it's like a diorama almost.
Like a box, right?
Yeah, they have screens that project on the walls too.
Yeah.
Underutilized. I watched a few movies over there because I felt like it'd be a better experience than the whole 4DX because I just want to watch the movie instead of getting fucking jerked around and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But some of the scenes aren't filmed for the Screen X.
Yeah, they just like stretch it out, right? So it's kind of distorted.
Well, sometimes they don't even utilize the wall; they just have a screen, so you almost get a shorter screen, and then some of the scenes are shot for that for that frame or whatever. But it's cool. It's underutilized, and I feel like those kind of features can bring people back into theater and make it a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give it
The
a new
problem
spin
is-
and a new experience,
The problem is the price of those tickets.
bro.
If
Another
those come
life hack.
down, it'll be
Another
easy.
unethical life hack. I get the senior citizen tickets, man.
I will say,
It matches the handicap, senior citizen handicap. You know what I'm
so
saying?
so I do try to utilize those. I buy the child tickets, obviously, for my kids.
Yeah.
I still have a student ID, so I use a student ticket. But I'm military, so I just buy military whenever I can.
Yeah.
Dude, have you guys seen the so it kind of goes into this like category, but it's almost like a spa that you go to, so it's like a hot tub, but everything is fucking blacked out and it actually like rains and thunderstorms.
I just saw that on social media, bro. I've been wanting to go ever since I saw it.
That looks so dope, dude.
Yeah,
You
it
sit
does.
there and you feel like you're in the middle of a fucking storm, dude, and then like lightning is striking around you. That would be
I'd be
good.
down
I
for
don't know.
that.
I don't know if that'd be good on some mushrooms, bro. I ate a mushroom chocolate last night. I'm a pretty frequent flyer of mushroom products.
Mm-hmm.
And the one last night, bro, normally I eat like 3 or 4, dude. I ate one last night and I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Have you messed with the isolation tanks? Or the
No,
float
dude,
tanks?
the a
It's not like the ice
hyperbaric,
bath, right?
it's like the hyperbaric. I don't know how to say this right. Hyperbaric chambers, but like there's no sound, there's no nothing, and
So
you
there-
pretty much
There too. There is a hyperbaric chamber where they actually pump you with oxygen, and it's supposed to be like it's actually a therapeutic thing for I think some people with burns go there and different medical conditions. But this one's an isolation tank, so it's as far as therapeutical objective benefits. I guess you could say the Epsom salt makes your skin better and it's good for inflammation. But there's like a meditative aspect to it too, where everything's blacked out and you're floating and the water's room temperature. So it's almost like it's a sense deprivation tank. I think that's what it's called.
oh yep.
But hold on, let me just show this because this is bad. Dude, I would like to go here for sure.
I'm
This
down.
this is what Chef was talking about, the fully immersive spas. Look at this shit, bro.
Oh, I see what
I'd be down for that, 100%. Zero question. Put me in there right now.
Right?
Let's go
Yeah,
have
I
a
wanna
caveman
experience that.
spa day.
Let's do that.
Dude, like
I do want to vlog an like escape room mission
We have to do
Oh,
that again
dude.
then, Zach.
You guys already
Yeah.
did that?
hmm
a while ago. This is pre-COVID.
We
This is
were
this is pre-cave.
we were drunk and high, and then Zach had to be the one to solve the whole thing.
I was only sober one, fresh out of the military.
yeah, we should do one as a group.
I'm down. That'd be
Oh, yeah.
sick, dude. We gotta vlog it.
But yeah, Andrew, you
Something
used
scary.
to go to the float tanks with me, right?
Oh yeah. Float tanks it was just all dark. You're just floating there. Nothing but you and whatever's in your brain.
It's interesting.
Oh, love that.
It's interesting because you know what, I found out that the Golden State Warriors actually started using that as a mental calming tool.
And
But
Makes sense.
it's pretty interesting. I feel like your experience, like I said, the objective thing is the Epsom salt and inflammation, but it's very subjective. Like Andrew's experience is different from mine because of the thoughts he has in his head and the thoughts I have in my head. And when you're
Love
locked in a room with yourself, you know what I mean? You get to really address certain things that you kind of push to the side or just brush under the rug,
Yeah.
That
I'm
plus
a-
mushrooms, bro. That you
I'm
might
a-
have this experience in there.
I'm a
with
big
with
I'm a
nothing.
big proponent of like you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Like if you're not in a good space internally with yourself, like how can you possibly be in a position to care for others, take care of others? So like
Mhm.
you have to have some time to quote unquote be selfish and make sure you're aligned with your own, I guess, chi or whatever you believe in internally, so that way you can be in sync, and that way you can align yourself properly to be able to disperse yourself amongst your village. So I feel like that would be a good reset to get back in touch. Like if you're feeling a little anxious or depressed, or these weird emotions that naturally happen with life, like that sounds fucking refreshing right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if you don't want to do mushrooms.
No, I'm proper. I was just gonna say. Psilocybin, dude, is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this, dude, real quick on psilocybin and mushrooms and what have you, is that like I have had some bad trips because I ate raw mushrooms and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And at the time I was like 90 pounds soaking wet, and I was probably drinking. As far as the drugs go, who knows what I was doing at that time? It was a lot of shit. All good now, just saying. But yeah, now, dude, I order it, and if you're down in the Southern California area, which all of us are, I believe, you get these little chocolate bars, dude, and I'm telling you, dude, these chocolate bars are the best chocolate I've ever had, and I've had some damn good chocolate. The chocolate itself is amazing. But yeah, you see one little tiny little square, and it kind of gives you dosing on the back end.
Uh-huh.
Like if you want to fucking fry balls and go fucking try to visit God and visit the Nephilim and all and God knows what else, then you just eat the whole bar. I don't recommend that to anybody ever unless you're down bitch.
You want to go for your ego death, but I know exactly what bars you talk about because I ordered some, and I put Andrew on some of them already. Andrew knows what things are. Mr. Mushy's brand, that's what it's called. And if you ever want to order, let me know. I'll bring you onto their Telegram. You order there, they're local. They ship it.
You quick. Heard it first, but it's bomb, dude. And I'll tell you, like a lot of people think a lot about the psychoactive. Like I'm gonna see a dragon, I'm gonna see things on the walls, dude. If you take it mild and mellow, what it does for me, it's really honestly changed my life. And I'll tell you one of the real quick things that had helped me out is that when I took the chocolates about a week or two ago, I'll be chilling with my fiance watching TV. And out of nowhere, my daughter's on the computer playing her games, and she'll just start singing like, na, 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 and it just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. So a lot of the times I'm like, babe, Nugget. I call her Nugget. Cool it for a second. Like me and your mom were trying to watch this. And then I took a couple mushroom chocolates, and I'm like, you know what, dude? Like, what if my daughter like just felt some weird tension, felt some just weird vibes, and the way that she hums things, because it's not like really like loud singing, it's more of like a hum. What if she unknowingly is like shooting me a frequency that we need for our family to mellow the fuck out? It sounds crazy, bro. It sounds crazy, but I'm like, now I let her fucking go for it, dude.
Hell yeah.
All you want, dude, because it's a frequency. No matter what. When I'm talking, there's a frequency coming out of my mouth. Whenever we're talking, there's a frequency, and frequencies can heal. 111 hertz, I'm pretty sure, has been proven to kill cancer, or to at least fight off cancer. 100. This is not medical advice. This is just what I've dabbled in. But yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. And a lot of the times, like I could be having an argument with my fiance and something we haven't agreed upon in like 6 or 7 months. And I'll throw a couple back, and I start realizing, like, not necessarily that I was wrong.
Maybe I was wrong.
Pretty much pretty much, dude. Pretty much. I'm like, fuck. I fucked up there, but it's a beautiful thing, dude. It's a beautiful thing. It's nothing like marijuana, THC, nothing like that. That's cool too. I partake in that, but the mushrooms.
That's a great perspective, because we have to remember, like, we feel like being able to articulate something in English is the prime and the most elite way of communication, when Like that's just one way, and we standardize that way. You know what I mean? And
That's
that
all we
way,
know. Yeah.
yeah. If you look at history, like the time that English has been the metric of communication isn't that long compared to other forms of communication. And singing and humming is way more primitive than any language. You know what I mean? So your kid, like I like to say this all the time, like kids just freshly came from whatever plane we're gonna go to. You know what I mean? So they have more, they're more sensitive and more in touch with whatever the base language is. So that's the thing I always ask, man, is like, would you ever have thought that if you didn't take the mushroom? You know what I mean? And Mario might be on some shit when he said it was a 1-up. You know what I mean?
And you know that's the name of the mushroom bars.
Mamma mia.
There's a brand called 1-Up mushroom bars.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I'm not real quick. I have to say this. I've never had the 1-Up mushroom bars. I've had the 1-Up mushroom gummies, and I got a full refund very recently. I ate the entire bag, nothing. And the dude that I called and was like, "Yo, bro, I love this particular brand. I think it's called Rise, RYZE." I'm like, those were the shit, but these gummies, fucking nothing. And he goes, "Dude, we're doing a special right now. They're like 75% off because they weren't fucking happening." I'm not shitting on the gum, or I'm not shitting on the chocolate bars. Chocolate bars might be like a little bit better, but dude, I highly recommend small doses.
I just saw an ad earlier today for Rise, and it was like for, I swear to
the
God,
mushroom
dude,
coffee.
you know me, like
coffee?
I'm yes, the mushroom coffee. Like I don't lie just for the sake of this shit. Like you said Rise, and I was like, hold on, is this the same thing? I just Googled it right now on my other tab. Like, damn, like that's crazy how like that just like connected to what you were talking about, because I had never heard of it before until today, and it's like this other sort of coffee that I've been trying to look into different ways of like consuming caffeine and different ways of staying with what I've been using for like energy drinks and stuff like that. Like I've shifted really to like Celsius. I feel like it's better, and then like for caffeine, just to be in like my day to day, like that's helped. And so Rise was something that I bookmarked actually, that I wanted to go back and look into. So it's super fucking hilarious that you brought that up just now.
You should check that out. But you should try it out. Sorry to interrupt, but I do have to clarify real quick, is that the brand Rise that I'm sorry, I might have messed this up. Maybe it's called Risen, like RYZEN is the one that has the chocolates with the psilocybin, but the brand Rise has cordyceps, lion's mane, beautiful mushrooms, nothing that's psychedelic. My dad has been on that been taking that as like a coffee replacement for, I would say about, I don't know. The last time that I went and visited him up in NorCal was in November. So it's been 4 or 5 months, and he swears by it. And he mixes it in. Sometimes he'll mix it in with other shit, add some creamer. But I've tasted it, dude. It's bomb, and it's supposed to really help. It's supposed to really help you, dude. And I can back that product.
Yeah, no free ads, but that's exactly what this was.
You should try Lion's
RYZ.
Mane. Lion's
Mane.
My substitute for it. Yeah, I think it was mentioned earlier in our Discord. Isn't there fucking cockroaches in fucking coffee?
Probably.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
It's delicious.
There's a lot of I mean, if you look at any product at all, like the FDA, I think it's not the FDA. I forgot which company looks over all the food products, but they're allowed to have so much rat shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I shifted to Lion's Mane, because I need that. They're programming us to eat bugs, man. But one thing you mentioned, Zach, and I wanted to bring this into the last talking point that we have, since we're gonna wrap it up soon, is the TikTok ban, right? They're saying because it collects data for China, right?
So does your Temu app.
So does Instagram.
What app?
So does Facebook,
Yeah,
and one interesting comment I saw on TikTok is, when I'm on TikTok, I see right now, especially, they're promoting, hey, vote Senate against the TikTok ban. So the CEO of TikTok's videos are out there. One of the comments that said is, I'm on TikTok a lot, but I've never been on TikTok and seen an ad that was tailored for me that I was speaking about. You know, Instagram and Facebook always do. So that's something interesting to note. But what do you guys think about the TikTok ban? I know
I'm not
it being
on TikTok enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not on TikTok enough too, but I also believe it's just like it's something deeper than what they're presenting. I was like, oh, they're stealing your information. It's like, dude, all your fucking apps everything you guys are giving us is stealing our information. What's the difference? I feel like it's just because they don't have control over it, they don't want you to use it. You know, they say China, so it's easy to say China's taking your information. It's like, okay, but so have you guys. But the fact is, I just think the deeper meaning is it's because our own, government or whatever you want to call it, they can't control it, so they don't want you to use it.
To me,
I
it's
agree.
this bigger concept of having parental control in the sense of you hear stories of disco music or when Elvis came out about him shaking his hips and impressionable kids would see that and be like satisfied by it in whatever way, right? And parents they couldn't understand why. They had no control over it. So they were like, you can't fucking listen to Elvis. You can't watch Elvis's performances. And that kind of concept, I feel like, is a more macro level depiction of society in the sense of if whatever governing body can't control or can't tap into something and monetize it or benefit them, they're going to try and shut it down because there's no inherent belief that it's going to come back to them from our consumption of it. I don't necessarily think it's bad or whatever, but that's kind of what it sounds like is happening with this. I was trying to explain this to my wife the other night, and in the way to me, it's like this banning and censorship of stuff is because people can't wrap their head around why it's being successful, and or they can't monetize and profit off of it, so they have to shut it down or find a way to be able to monetize and profit off it before it can be considered to be acceptable.
Right. And I think you guys see like how they're trying to demonize the app even more, saying like, well, if you go to China, TikTok only shows educational videos and shit like that. But in America, it's wide open. But it also comes to, well, that's also the Chinese government regulating the the media. Like you can't even use Google in China. So they could say like, no, you guys can use the app, but you guys can't watch this and that. But America has always been open. So that's why there's a flood of these apps. I think it's just the rules here are different there. That's why the content's different. But, it's just a bunch of like, well, they're doing this and they're doing this to us. But it's really just a whole lot of deflecting to take the attention away from the people who are actually still doing it to us and saying it's someone else.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I think that, I don't know, I think it all kind of boils down to Big Brother. I think that, we can compare ourselves to China and like how, like exactly what Proper said, but in the same breath, dude, like I'm not trying to like fearmonger, but enjoy this shit while you can, because I do think there's already a huge push on censorship. And for us in California, dude, like watch out for Gavin Newsom or Governor. I always call him Governor. Gavin Nuisance. The Governor.
The Gavin.
Or one of my buddies calls him Gavin Gruesome. Right? But it's happening,
Gruesome,
dude. It's happening. And I remember like a year ago, maybe 6 months to a year ago, I was chatting, doing a show talking about this proposal for like this TikTok ban and what that looked like. But you gotta, like, I don't know, dude. Like if you look over at Canada right now and you look over at Trudeau, like they are they're trying to pass something for hate speech, right? Which could very well fall into what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Like, what is hate speech? Like, if you're calling someone a derogatory name, like, that's what I'm thinking. But if you really think about it, if you're like, dude, like, I'm not buying fucking Bud Light because I don't support this fucking tranny movement, whatever. That's now hate speech. They are now, as a punishment, is life sentences.
Wow.
In Canada. Life fucking sentences for not even hate speech, but for speaking out against what the fucking government thinks is okay. It's fucking terrible, dude. It's really terrible and it's scary. And again, I don't like the fear mongering bullshit, dude, but this is a very possible scenario that we need to like kind of be paying attention to, because I mean, for what a lot of us do, you know, we create content of some sort. Like that is it's like a direct energy weapon, bro. Fucking aimed at our goals, which are positive.
Good callback.
You know,
No, I mean that's why this whole TikTok thing. This is like you said. Just to tie it in real quick to censorship. If they ban this is the beginning of a multitude of things that are going to come with censorship. It's just going to say, well, we got rid of TikTok. Now we can get rid of this. You know, it's going to make their case easier to take things like that away from us. And that's the beginning if this happens. And, but do I see it happening? I feel like it's going to be close, but I think TikTok is still going to remain because at the end of the day, if you're the government, you're looking, there's still something they can use the platform for, even if they're not in control of it. But I think this is more of a pressure to tell ByteDance. I think that's the owner of TikTok to sell it to them so they can have full control. But at the end of the day, if they don't win, there's going to be a way where they can be like, you know what? Fine. But we're going to find a way to fucking control that shit still. I mean, they've been doing
one
it.
way or the other.
Well, yeah. I mean, you mean to tell me you can't you can't invade an app when you're invading countries?
Yeah.
You know, so
bro, if I don't unplug my webcam when I'm done, they can look through that shit. Proper, you said it best. Like, yes, TikTok is a great talking point right now. Yes, it is. But Facebook, Instagram, whatever sort of social media, it doesn't have to be social media, bro. Some of your apps, when you download it, if you read the shit, like you are giving them full access. You are signing away by one click, full access to listen, to see, and to analyze everything that's coming out of your fucking mouth. But I think TikTok is just kind of blown up because, well, it's TikTok. But I'm hoping you're right. I'm hoping you're right because I do think that I don't know exactly how TikTok works. I don't know that if you're like a massive influencer, the amount of money that you bring in, I don't know if TikTok gets a cut. I could be right, could be wrong, but TikTok's fucking huge. And I think they're going to try taking advantage of the income, the residual income from that as long as they can. So if they immediately roll through and be like, all right, we're fucking monitoring everything you say, they're losing money. So they're going to toy us along like a fucking dog and pony show as long as they can to where they get what they need.
We're going to see some sort of settlement. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be some sort of settlement here. And it's going to be all of a sudden, hey, that's fine. And then we're going to find out later on, hey, did you guys know that this happened during the whole TikTok lawsuit?
The thing about TikTok that sets it apart from Instagram, and obviously we can all agree that if TikTok was just a video app and nothing else special about it, it wouldn't be this big, you know? The algorithm is different from Instagram. And I think it's just because it's not meta, you know what I mean? Facebook meta, Instagram, and then Twitter is its own thing. So like this algorithm is different. Yeah, supposedly. So what it is I think the algorithm, and this is just bro science, right? And if somehow we find research that comes out, caveman science.
Caveman science.
I think the algorithm is more tailored to the user than it is for the person running the app. Chef, when we were on your podcast, we talked about dead internet theory and how Facebook and Meta have had allegations of, over guaranteeing their reach, and just their algorithm is, and we talked about, when you pay for ads, I think that tells the algorithm that, hey, this motherfucker is going to pay for ads, so let's not put his shit out there until he pays for ads, because he's more likely to give us money anyways, since it was successful run, So I think TikTok's algorithm is what it is. If you go there to watch girls dance, you're going to get a bunch of girls dancing. If you go there for conspiracies, you're going to see conspiracies. You know what I mean? If you go there for sports, you're going to see sports. There's a reason why Instagram content creators are posting TikToks on Instagram and not other Instagrams on Instagram, because they're spicy thing. Oh, I saw this. Now I got to share everybody. You know what I mean? The algorithm shoots you what you want, and that's tailored because of who you are. And it's not tailored because, hey, this person's likely, I heard this person talk about this on Amazon. Let's show them this ad on Amazon and show them content to make them want to buy this stuff. You know what I mean? I think it's more for an entertainment environment than it is for a capitalistic kind of terrain. You know what I mean? And so because of that, it's also disrupting the narrative, because if you're really into conspiracy theories and the current narrative of like the Epstein stuff's going on, and we all know this because we've all witnessed the Diddy stuff go on every headline and all of a sudden get scrubbed because of a settlement. Well, guess what? In TikTok, it's not scrubbed because people get access to those things and do videos. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And their videos don't get suppressed by the algorithm. Their videos get pushed to the people that want to see that shit. So because of that, I feel like they collectively agreed, because, you know what I mean? If propaganda is a play of mine, and this app can ruin any propaganda, so fuck it, you know what I mean? For my move to work, let's just get rid of this threat. All our moves can work. I'll just try to make my moves better than you so I can win. We had to get this guy out to play first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
5 chips,
can I ask
baby.
a question?
I think that's what's going on. Yeah, what's up, Zach?
Of course you can.
Do we think that we might be giving too much, I guess, shine or, what's the word I'm looking for?
Credit
To the powers that be, that they're actually thinking about these things, and we're not just overseeing the fact that they might just want to have control over what can be viewed, which views and clicks equals, I guess, attention nowadays, and just for the sake of that, and not just some ulterior motive, but they're just trying to find a way how they can benefit from it rather than how they can push their own agendas. Just out of curiosity. Because I feel like sometimes some of these arguments and some of these conversations that we have, I'm like, damn, that feels like that's too smart for someone like George Bush to fucking want to do and want to pursue. Like, that feels like it's way over his head.
Okay. My answer is this, man. Edward Bernays. They have psychoanalytic research that like know our tics and know our instincts. And I feel like that research hasn't gone away. And if the whole purpose and goal is to keep you on the app, let's be real. Sometimes controversial things are what keep you on the app, right? Mm-hmm. And nowadays, we see something and we go straight to the comments. When you see someone in the comments talking shit and it's funny, then you keep scrolling on the comments and you keep looking. You know what I mean? And sometimes that can bookmark in your head, and you turn the app off and you're like, oh, dude, I heard this comment. Now it's a share, right? Now you go back to look at it, and now that comment alone has like 2,000 likes and there's a whole thread on it. So that is objective data that, hey, this post is popping and it's keeping people in the app, and it's keeping people sharing this content to keep more people in the app. So not only are the lower level people, like just the people that are in charge of the metrics, see that, but the people that appoint the people that take care of the metrics, the psychoanalytical people that are seeing like, oh, wow. At the end of the day, people look over these posts and like, oh, look, a lot of the hate comments get a lot of engagements. So now there are bot accounts. We talked about dead internet theory and click farts. There are bot accounts that just spew out hate comments to bait people to either defend themselves or be like, oh, this is true, this is right. So if they're doing that, then yeah, I think they do take into consideration that people are emotionally charged, and being emotionally charged will get people more invested. Now, the depths that they're willing to emotionally trigger people, that's a different conversation, because our debate,
that's where I'm going. Like what's the value in the majority of those kind of comments and hate comments and like joking, parodical, I just made that word up, comments about the government, how it's ran, and how 9/11 is an inside job, quote unquote, and how all this shit's happening. Like, if those are the hateful comments that are being spewed, the majority of the conversations being had about how the leaders and the powers that be are evil, like, why is there any value into that? Like, wouldn't that be them trying to they're inadvertently shining their own light on themselves?
I think that's just a reflection of how fucked up we are as people nowadays, you know?
All right.
There's always, right now, Facebook has gone under fire for mental health and online bullying. And let's be honest, like, you look at the comments and they're online bullying. You report that, and let's see how far that goes with 10,000 likes on that post. No, we're not going to take it off. You know what I mean? Like, it seems to be a successful comment, a successful post. So the fact that they're willing to shun, hey, yeah, you know, that doesn't really seem like online bullying, but the person that was getting bullied already committed suicide. You ask how far they're willing to take it. I mean, the cost of someone's life is how far they're willing to take it, because they don't really care. You know what I mean?
Well, when at the end of the day, it feels like the favorable metric of the survival of our planet is population control. Like, I can understand why people would not be, you know, too upset with people committing suicide as a form of possibly forcing population control. But I don't think it's that deep. However, I understand, like, there is monetary value in clicks and views and getting people to go to an app and all that. I just feel like sometimes when I try to think through some of these things, it's like, that doesn't make sense why they would want to shine a light on themselves when, like, for instance, those can be the posts and the comments that could be detrimental to their own power.
Because if you're trying, if you're trying to, like, sorry, my bad. If you're trying to, like, fly under the radar, right, and you're like, dude, in this, like, truther community, everyone's trying to, like, pick apart, like, every little thing you do. Like, why would they do some shit like that? Because it's gonna put a spotlight on them. But I think that's the fucking trick, dude. It's
hiding in plain sight.
Dude.
Yeah, look over there. Yeah, there's real shit going on over here.
For sure. Dude. And I've thought about that. But then it's like, with this whole Epstein stuff and all this stuff that could or could not be going down, right? Like how, like, so they're allowing this conversation to keep going because it's benefiting them in some way.
So Zach, think about it like this: if I'm Jay-Z and I'm involved in this, I'm paying you to talk about Diddy as much as you fucking possibly could.
True, but now we're gonna start talking about Jay-Z pretty soon, because someone's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, it's Jay-Z."
And on top of that, anyone who's echoing Jay-Z, I'm either getting him fired or I'm fucking offing him. So that's how it works. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And it all still goes to, like, sales, dude. Like, it's like, if people are talking about you in a negative manner, it is still publicity, dude. You're still getting your name out there. It might not be how you want to get it out there, but it's still going to trigger people. Like, looking through, like,
press is press, right?
You're raising
still publicity.
You're raising great points. And Chef and Ashley did a deep dive with the Diddy case, and we joked that, hey, maybe they're pinning this on Michael Jackson just to keep the spotlight off them. And now that shit's surfacing up that they're pinning on him because he was the one that fought for independent artist rights. You know what I mean?
Well, him and Prince, yeah.
And now with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, you don't think if Ghislaine's the big fish, she's fucking trying to pin everything on Epstein? And not just that, Bill Clinton, everybody else that's been there, you don't think they'll be like, man, Epstein got caught. Fuck, hey, man, we can't get caught, bro. Any power you have, you know, we're on the same team. We can't get caught. So
then why isn't it getting more divulged than just nip the bud at Epstein and just, like, pin it all on him? Like, why is anything not coming to surface?
Because
true.
It is the interesting part that is always brought up when this question is brought up.
Yeah.
Because they're all involved. Now notice, let's check this out. If it's a human trafficking case, then you need someone to traffic to. Then why is it only Epstein? Where's his customers? Because there needs to be more people getting caught. You know, that's why this case is always, they're trying to make Jeffrey Epstein the straw man of everything. They're trying to make Diddy the straw man of everything. So you look there because we're scumbags ourselves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because we did it too. So
It's
if
like
we
a
can point it
kingpin.
on you, if we can point it on you, then hey, I'm glad we got Epstein, man. You know, the world's a better place now. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much their fall guys.
Yeah.
But we're
What
still
it is.
talking about it, though. That's the thing. There's still a conversation to be had about it.
But you're talking about Epstein, and now the narrative is, hey, we finally took him down. Now you're not talking about the whole ring because that got eclipsed. And then maybe there's going to be a new headline that talks about something else. Oh, comet coming. Haley's comet haven't happened in 20 years, you know, getting close to the Earth. You know,
The eclipse.
earthquake.
The
Water
eclipse.
filtration system, the eclipse.
Yeah. And guess what? That's controlled by the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So that's where this kind of goes full circle.
And not even just the algorithm, yes, but like you look at the three big companies, dude, that run the fucking world, dude. You got BlackRock, Vanguard, I forgot the fucking third one, but dude, they run everything. And like on these boards, at least 25% of the people on these boards are owners of these companies.
Yeah.
So they at least out of the starting gate, dude, they have a fucking 25% chance increase of getting their point across and making whatever they want happen. But dude, Zach, I still to this day, bro, have heard shit and I'm like, okay, if Hillary Clinton got fucking hung at Gitmo, if they fucking took away this person, that person, like, why are they still why don't they just tell us like, dude, this bitch is a crooked fucking cunt and she's dead? But they don't. And that's something, dude, that has always been like a mind fuck for me. Like it doesn't make sense. But when you look at it like a more of I guess a broader view, like Facebook is owned, it ties to like BlackRock, fucking Instagram, TikTok, all of it all ties to the same fucking thing. So there are certain people that might not be like head honchos, like they might not be a household name, but they still have pull. So just because Joe Schmo just came up with this new TikTok ban or this new TikTok fucking act or whatever it is they're trying to do, and you look at the name like, oh, it's not Bezos, it's not fucking Elon Musk, it's not the Clintons, like, so you kind of like naturally in your brain, like, I've never even heard of this person, and you kind of naturally like sweep it under the rug. But yeah, like there's definitely something going on when you have all this shit about Diddy right now, the stuff resurfacing from Epstein going on, something else is going on, and it's these fucks we're drawing our attention. These fucks, me, one of these fucks, my attention is going like, I want to know about Diddy. I want to know about this. I want to know about that. But there's something else going on off to the side. For sure, dude. The eclipse, something is going on. Like, is it end times? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I'll never know. Is the earth flat? I don't fucking know.
This is why I kind of like am hesitant about fully going conspiracy theory, because in this sense, then like if I'm making Diddy content, then I'm being used to be the distraction now for the bigger picture. This is how, you know what I mean? Like you try to do something, but now you're part of the mess now, kind of type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were trying to do something positive. You were trying to spread the message, and now you look back and you're like,
yeah,
That was the message.
So it's a tricky thing. That's why I kind of that's why I play in the everything's a psyop, everything's fake and gay, because that shit.
Well, this is a comedy pod, dog. That's what we're talking about.
But you know what? Listening to my explanation to you, Zach, it reminded me of a conversation we had with Dave on the last podcast, Chef. When we had him on, we talked about Tavistock Institute. I keep talking about, and I posted that funny video about conspiracy theorists be like, and you know, they try to tell you, and you know, all this. Sometimes the truthers and the conspiracy theories always get caught in just using fake, vague you know what I mean, descriptive terms.
Guilty.
Same here. Sometimes when I do my research, it's they, them, and I don't even fucking know. But
At least you know their pronouns. Respecting their pronouns.
If we if we simplify it, they're all just trying to cover their ass. Like the Jay-Z thing, he's just trying to cover his ass. You know, Facebook's just trying to protect their assets and all that. But the thing is when you look at actual names like BlackRock and the Tavistock Institute, like they own everything. So if they own everything, then it makes sense for them to take care of theirs. And if they own everything, then all the narrative will be in line of taking care of theirs. You know what I mean? And what we talked about, how far are they willing to go? You know what I mean? If it's that deep, if it's that smart. When we talked about the Tavistock Institute, bro, that shit is indoctrinated in the workplace and everything. I guess the whole design is to break down like the family, the family archetype. And that's when they started instilling the 40-day work week. That's when they started instilling that in the workplace. We're a family, you know what I mean? And all those psyops and language are being used in order to kind of keep you in a belief system of being a worker and kind of prioritizing the workplace over the family, because you know you got to work hard, man. It's on you to take care of the next guy. We're a family, we're a team. When really should be prioritizing your family, right? And that's why they came up with the holidays. And you know, we did a deep dive on BlackRock and Christmas and Rufus Negro. So it might all be connected, it might not. But it's weird that if you really, you know, they say if something's fishy, look into it. And then you look into it and you see all the shit, and now you say it's not that deep. So what is it? You know what I mean? Like you look into it and you find the shit, and now you don't want to see it. That's kind of where I'm at. But it could all be fake and gay because everything's the Matrix, and I think we're all just jellyfish.
We all just programmed.
Emphasis on jelly.
Controlling our human body. But damn, that went deep. I thought we were gonna finish it, but we went 20 minutes on a deep dive.
My bad, guys. I started asking questions.
That's just the cave, man. That's how we like to do it. Man. So is it that deep? What do you guys think? Let's end with that.
Only on my anniversary, dog.
Shit.
Damn. Thanks, Andrew. Obviously, it's a joke. No, here's what I'm going to say. Honestly, like it's definitely fascinating to think about these things and talk about these things. And this is why, for me personally, as someone who is kind of like a skeptic to conspiracies and just kind of takes things for what they are, just for the sense of not getting too caught up in things. But this is really fun to talk about, honestly. And it's fascinating because we have that what if concept, and it's inherent in us as humans, to question things. Some people don't want to question, some people do want to question. And that's, to me, it's up to the human and their individual choice. So that's why for me, whenever I hear, oh, we're going to do a caveman pod, I'm like, all right, I'm there. Let's talk. Let's rehash some things. Let's flash back to, to times that we remember fondly. And then, we can kind of see where we project on where things are going and life. And to get in this space with y'all is always a nice reset and a good refresh, y'all. Love y'all.
That's why we do it, man.
Right back at you, brother.
That's why we do it. Also, I will say this about the truther community. The reason there is a truther community is because the truth that they believed in ended up being false. So what? Now you guys found the real truth? Like, we're all trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? So everything I believe in, if tomorrow there is actual proof that I'm tripping, good. Now I'm starting from there now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
I agree.
To defend the theories that you have is just like mainstream media trying to defend the narrative that they're putting out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're just doing it with less of a following. You're kind of being edgy. So, like, don't be married to your beliefs. You know what I mean? Because
message.
Like, that could weigh you down or limit, or put yourself in that box. You know what I mean?
I definitely like to reflect back on, like, I used to hate vegetables as a kid. Now I love them. So people change.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
tomatoes.
Even real quick, dude, for myself, man, like you guys know, like that's what I do. Conspiracies is what I eat. I shit. I sleep. I'm into it.
Mhm.
But my thought process changes literally by the day.
Hell yeah.
By the day. Like literally by the day, because I'm taking whatever new information I have, I either give it a thumbs up, just like Facebook, or a thumbs down. And I try doing my best to like vet and use. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's called discernment, and use your discernment. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But real quick, as I'm thinking, I'm like, would it be fair to like have a shirt that said like conspiracies are fake and gay?
Can we do
if
that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's allowed. But like technically, like if it's a conspiracy, it's not a proven truth.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of things that are proven that are truthful. I don't know, dude. Just saying.
That might be the
Conspiracies.
Check out Cave Mart. We might have that shirt up soon.
That could be our number one merch seller, dog.
Yeah, man.
Like, what are you listening to? I'm listening to this cool, fucking awesome podcast. They talk about like literally everything under the sun. They kind of dabble in conspiracy here and there, but dude, go check out that new fucking shirt. Conspiracies are fake.
There's like a rainbow too. Conspiracies.
Damn, rainbow font on that.
We're gonna cook, man. We're gonna cook. Well, shit. Let's wrap
dude. It was
up.
a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure.
Hell yeah! Season. I think this is episode 80. I think.
Dang.
That's wild.
Hell yeah! Well, shit. Check out our sponsors at SafeLightCandle.com. Also, if you want to talk more conspiracy theories, sports, music. If you want to play some games with us, we just got 2K24 WWE. It's lit.
Hell yeah, brother.
Take the belt from me, baby.
No, we got to fight, dude.
Yeah, check out our Discord. The link to that should be on our Patreon page at cave.com, k4v3.com.
Mm-hmm.
Any plugs? Proper, you got some clothes coming out?
Yeah, it's I'm working on my golf line with Andrew over here, Proper Golf Company.
Yes, sir.
We got some imposters now on Instagram trying to take the name. So if you guys can,
Fuck 'em.
we're the original, we're the OGs. We're trying to launch. So please support us at Proper Golf Co. That's our Instagram. Our website is www.propergolfco.com. If you're a golfer, you'll like it. If you're not, you'll still like it. You know, we're pushing out some quality clothes for on and off the course.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Chef?
dude, if it's anything like the fucking cave star, dude, I'm showing up like a shitbag, dude. Zach, you know, shitbag, military.
You're blending in your wall, dog.
Bro,
Your camouflage like the
Yeah.
dude, I could not find my fucking sweater, and I was like, babe, you gotta find the sweater. I can't be gay today, dude. Today is not the day.
Not today, only on
Today
Friday.
is not the day.
That's
Yeah,
smart,
man.
dog.
Friday's fine, dude. Friday, all good, but today, not doing it.
Bag Fridays.
And anyhow, where I sit on my couch, there was a blanket. It was underneath my blanket, so I'm wrinkled as fuck, dude. But anyhow, what I was gonna do, shout out to Proper, and what you guys have going on over there. Because if any of the clothing, any of the merch is anything like this, dude, this shit's titties, dude.
It is.
Listen, dude, I know I'm a picky motherfucker, and I'm an asshole, and I'll be that dude. Be like, it's a little itchy. I don't like it. This shit is so comfortable.
Hell yeah.
It's organic and vegan. Just kidding.
And it's, dude, and you know what? I haven't washed it in like 6 months, bro, and it smells great. I'm just
What an
kidding.
endorsement there.
Hey.
I washed it. No, but on the real, dude, you guys do a good job over there. I'm not a part of the making of the merch, but whatever you guys are doing over there, dude, hats off to you.
Well, I
good
mean,
shit.
in the midst of me working on this, I've kind of worked up some mock-ups for Cave, so check the merch section in a bit, and then you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. And keychains, I think keychains would be cool. So,
Let's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
go. But other than
Hell
that,
yeah.
dude, no other I guess plugs. I'm gonna do one. This is my first shameless plug, and I have a hard time doing this, dude. Sunday Night Secret Society, come check us out.
What?
You're gonna find. I know. I have a hard time doing that, dude. I'm not that dude.
That's
I
dope.
will only because of this. Anyhow, long story. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But yeah, dude, come check us out. And anyone that wants to join, dude, you guys are free on Fridays or Saturdays. Fucking holla at your boy,
episode
dude. Come
tomorrow.
on, let's talk some shit, dude. Tomorrow's going down. I don't even have shit planned out tomorrow, dude. We're fucking willy-nilly in this shit.
Tight.
Oh, yeah, let's
But yeah,
do it.
stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. This is fucking awesome. I had a blast tonight, and y'all made my week, man. So thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
these caveman episodes are one of my favorite, man. We get to just unwind, talk about some of the crazy stuff that we've talked about. And bro, I'd be listening to my shit sometimes, like our podcast episodes, and I'd be cringing. Like we had Nico on, I was like, I ain't gonna get married at a church. That shit's gay.
Wait. Nico from Pure Pet Wellness?
No, Nico, one of my cousins, he's a
Okay.
yeah, he's a like a deacon or something. But we're talking about church, and I was saying how church was gay, but
No offense, dude.
I
No
do
offense,
believe-
but
I
church
do
is super
believe.
gay, yeah.
yeah, I do believe what I say.
I
Though.
believe too, dude.
Say it, I say it.
I mean,
Hey, and
if you got pastors touching little boys, what is that?
Hey, you said it.
you put a bullet in their fucking head. Just saying. Didn't hear it from me. Fucking bow. That's how we end them motherfuckers. But real
Oh,
quick,
yeah.
last thing I'm gonna say, like, dude, when it comes time, I know you guys like planning everything out with like new guests, dude. When you're ready for a new guest, I have a fucking slew that I would love to bring over, and they would love to be on and shoot the shit. So whenever you guys are ready, you let me know. I will help out as much as I can from that point forward. But you guys already slate with the guests, dude. Like, you don't need no cool. Like, you guys got that shit handled, son.
No, we'll get that. We'll get that cooking. We have
Sure.
2 episodes already pre-recorded. So we got Elijah Ifasei. I believe I said that right. He's potentially performing at Dreamville Fest. So look him up, vote for him. He's on our next episode. And we got Joel Thomas on the next one as well.
Let's go.
So we got some episodes coming out. You know what? We've been doing musicians, but somehow
That's dope.
the musicians are
Like Diddy?
considered musicians. So we still going down the rabbit hole, but no, I would like Diddy on the podcast, but that would definitely be a remote thing. You know, I wouldn't be in person.
Oh no, you got to make sure you have your VPN set up, dude. We care about our lives and our families, right?
He's gonna
right.
call all of us daddy.
I care about my family.
Oh yeah, well, let's wrap it up. Shout out to
All right.
Kaya from TikTok and Kristen from TikTok. I said I'd give you guys a shout out. Who knows if we'll know each other after the TikTok ban, man? I don't even know if we'll still be friends.
We'll still be here. We'll find a new app. Tic-tac-toe, like Pelosi said.
Tactic, right?
Tic-tac-toe, whatever she said. Crazy
Peace out,
ass.
everyone. Out.
Later.
Hey, sports tomorrow night. Basketball with Francis. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Ooh, don't miss it. Do not
Inside the
miss it.
cave too. We go inside the cave sometime.
Enjoy yourselves.
Inside the paint is the
Inside the paint. Well said. Hey, what time you guys do? What time?